YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you guys with yet another J Talks Crypto. If you're brand new to my channel, hit the subscribe button as well as bell notification. I do my best each and every day to give you guys the top picks in cryptocurrency. And guys, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of time because I didn't let anybody know that I was going live today. And so I'm just gonna start getting a little bit set up here and give you guys some time to pile in to the stream. A lot of stuff going on today, boys. So super excited. What other tools do we want to pull up in this video? Let's see. Oh man, I didn't go to sleep last night until really late, guys. It was super late last night when I went to sleep. Maybe you guys caught that video that I made last night. I think I made it at like 1:30 in the morning. I didn't go to sleep until like 3. Believe that? Totally crazy. Just pulling up some more stuff for us, guys. 1 second. All right. We're going to break down some Bitcoin. Then we're going to break down some altcoins. And then I'm going to open it up to some questions. But you guys could always feel free to ask questions. So we say, hey, Crypto J, good seeing you, man. Good seeing you too, brother. It's good to be here. Just waiting for some more people to join in. I'm trying to get more on a consistent schedule, but again, definitely take full advantage of the fact that you guys are here and ask whatever questions you want on your coins, because that's the purpose of these live streams, to get your questions asked. There's coins that you're looking at right now. I definitely want to know as well and do my research on them. But ultimately, guys, nothing that you guys are going to hear in this live stream is going to be financial advice. So just understand that that this is just speculation, it's just entertainment. Ultimately, you have to go out and do your own research on this stuff if it's something that you want to invest in. So just giving these guys a little bit more time and kind of looking through these news articles. This is pretty much what I do on the daily, man. When I'm getting started with my day, I'm always checking markets, I'm checking news, I'm seeing kind of what's going on. So it does look like we're seeing a little bit of price action with Bitcoin. This is kind of what I expected just a little while ago. We were hitting 68,000. We'll probably just get started pretty soon. As a matter of fact. So I'll just kind of run through everything just because a lot has changed since last night. But as you guys could see, our total market cap is slowly growing, guys, getting close to 2.4, right? We're sitting at 2.33 trillion market cap, up another 1% today. Fear Green Index coming in again at a 58 right now. And as you guys could see, Bitcoin, like I said, testing that 68 range. Are we going to be able to break out? Hopefully. I do say that price pumps usually happen on a Thursday. We did test the 68K range and reject today. So maybe today we do break out, maybe tomorrow we break out, or maybe we don't break out. I don't know. But again, a lot of things showing pretty positive for Bitcoin, right? We've been talking about a lot of these more long-term indicators for Bitcoin, like this 1 month chart that's been creating this cup and handle. Even talked about the fact that it wouldn't be a cup without the handle. We needed the pullback. And it looks like right now, all things are going pretty good. As you guys could see, now 69% of people bullish on Bitcoin. So every day it seems like this is going up a percent, which again is what you want to see. You want to see Bitcoin having confidence in the marketplace. It's a good thing. Somebody said, Jay, what's up? Been following since last bull run. What do you think about? Okay, we're going to talk about a lot of coins. I love that you're asking questions, guys. Feel free to ask questions about whatever coins that you guys have. We're going to get into those. I just want to first talk about the state of the market, because we always talk about on the channel, guys, that Bitcoin does drive the market. So we're going to first look at Bitcoin, and then we'll look at the altcoins, and then we'll look at some other smaller coins. This stream will be going on for a while, so I plan on chilling with you guys for a bit. So as you guys could see, Bitcoin rounding out this pattern, starting to tick up, right? Starting to break out of this wedge, this falling wedge that we created ever since September. Really, it seems like we possibly found our bottom. So let's check out some of these other indicators too that have just been looking pretty good. Again, this giant cup and handle that's playing out on the all-time chart, and this huge bull flag also that's starting to break out. Again, a lot of things that are showing that Bitcoin is right on track. A lot of people feeling really good about it. Somebody saying the next big resistance is around 68.3. Um, we'll see what happens. What are you guys' price predictions on Bitcoin? I definitely want to know what you guys think Bitcoin will hit this bull cycle. Do you think that this is a bull cycle? I mean, my opinion, I feel like we're probably going to end up going up because all indicators going up, but anything could really happen, right? Actually, I want to pull up CoinGecko too. I like CoinGecko a lot, man. I'm finding myself using CoinGecko a lot more as time goes on. I'm finding myself a lot more on this website just because I feel like you could track coins really easy. I feel like they made their interface a lot better. This website has grown a lot over time. So this is a website that I spend a lot of time on now. But let's look at some of these other coins before I dive into that space over there. Actually, you know what? Let's just dive over here because I just like the interface so much better than Coinbase these days. Because you can, again, organize through blockchains. You could do that on Coinbase too, though. But I just feel like it's easier on here and things are just more organized on here, in my opinion. So let's organize through some of these chains. We're going to break down some of these top coins and then we'll talk about the more micro cap coins that a lot of you guys have questions on. But I feel like a lot of people in the market are interested in some of these bigger Solana coins. So I just want to cover some of them because they might be some coins that you guys are holding too. A lot of the market is holding a lot of these coins right now. So Dog with Hat is definitely a coin that has been on the radar, right? We were talking about how it was looking a little bit funky, still creating higher lows. And the fact that we still wanted this thing to continuously see some positive price action with Bitcoin. Otherwise, we could be running up on some trouble here. But again, I think that it is. I think that it's probably going to perform pretty nicely. It seems like it wants to, at least. It seems like it wants to perform pretty nicely. So we'll see what's going to happen with Dog with Hat. Bonk seeing some serious price action today. In the past 24 hours, up 7%. In the past 7 days, also up 20%. Past 14 days, 13. Past 30 days, up 49%. And this year, it's up 12,000%. Wow, what a great coin to have caught. If you would have caught that earlier this year, you'd be up pretty insane. And again, this is a coin that I do think will probably has a good chance of doing really well. Again, not financial advice, not telling you what to go out and buy, but $1.6 billion market cap, starting to round out with Bitcoin. It's looking like there's some demand here, boys. We've seen this thing be heavily volatile in the past, right? It has these times where it just kind of spikes up and then kind of breaks down and goes dormant for a while before seeing a huge parabolic run up. Well, are we possibly going to see another big parabolic run from a coin like Bonk Coin? It's possible, right? I like to look at this logarithmic chart too, kind of tell me how things are looking. So we'll see with that, right? The max logarithmic, we could see that this thing had a huge price pump and then it dropped down, created this wedge right here before it had this huge run up. Well, guess what? It's starting to again show signs of a trend reversal. Can Bonk stay as one of these top coins on the Solana blockchain? I want to make sure I'm actually filtering this through blockchain because why am I pulling up so many different things? Yeah, I'm on Solana. Okay. Interesting. Is Chainlink? Why is Chainlink on Solana? Chainlink's an Ethereum token. This is throwing me off. Is there some news on Chainlink that I don't know? Does anybody want to tell me? Maybe I don't know. I don't know if you guys keep up on Chainlink, but I did not know that Chainlink is on Solana now. That's kind of weird. Interesting. A lot of these coins, yeah. I mean, Helium is now on Solana. Did a lot of these coins migrate onto Solana? I don't know. This is why you got to stay up on your news on your coins that you guys are interested in. I mean, Chainlink's a coin that I got, honestly, guys, early, like super early. I was holding Chainlink in like 2017. So, but the reason why I sold out of my Chainlink and prior bull rallies is just because the coin just doesn't perform. And that's why I always tell you guys, don't find yourself stuck in a stable coin during this entire bull cycle. Try to find things that have volume. That's why I grew as a trader. I was like, I'm looking for volume. I do think Chainlink is great. I think a lot of these coins that have a lot of utility are great, but I just feel like we're still just so early in cryptocurrency that people don't understand some of these layer ones and layer twos and things like that, and even metaverse stuff. I don't know. We'll talk about the meta stuff too, because I don't know. What do you guys think about the metaverse stuff? I haven't heard nothing about it. I haven't heard much from gaming tokens too much this bull rally yet. But maybe we will start seeing that. Maybe we'll see similar things that we've seen in prior rallies. Maybe we'll even see an NFT cycle. I have no idea. I personally, I don't get too involved in NFTs. I've tried buying a couple NFTs. I've lost every single time I've gotten involved in NFTs, but my brother has had amazing luck with NFTs. So, again, I'm not bashing NFTs because that guy made a killing with them. He had two bored apes and he had a mutant ape and he had the little mutant dog. So he was super up on this space. He was caught so many things and he would tell me about them and then I would be speculative and then I got involved in a couple of them and again lost money. So I was like, oh man, shoot. But it is what it is. I'm not sour about it because ultimately that was my decision to get involved in that. So, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think that NFTs will have a future this year? I definitely want to know. Let's talk about some of these other coins. Popcat is a coin that I was even watching last night, and I was saying this thing's seeing some sell off. I was wondering if it was going to start seeing a correction. As you guys can see, it is breaking down. Popcat is breaking down, but still holding, still somewhat holding. Things are just looking really volatile right now. What is going on? Is it the whole market that's looking volatile right now, or is it just some of these meme coins? Just some of these meme coins. Let's see. It seems like the whole market is just a little bit undecided. Maybe people unsure if Bitcoin wants to break out of the 68K range. I do think that if it does want to break out of this range, that we are going to see some pump, but maybe some people thinking, maybe we need to retest this 68 again. That happens, altcoins will fluctuate accordingly. But ultimately, guys, again, in my opinion, these are just some short-term shakeouts. So I'm looking for good projects to accumulate for the next couple months because I do think that we're going to see Bitcoin make a recovery. And that's just, again, what my opinion is on the market. You can have a totally different opinion. It's up to you. But let me see some of these other coins. Muse, another coin that has been performing really nicely that I was watching that is actually making a very concerning pattern right now that we talk about on the channel a lot. So, guys, this is okay. This is a great prime example of what a trend reversal, a possible trend reversal could look like. This is an ugly chart. And some people would look at this chart and they'd be like, yeah, but there's higher lows being formed. So I don't understand why it's ugly, right? But there's two super bearish things going on with this chart right now. I don't know. Let's see if somebody could tell me what it is, or if not, I'll just break it to you guys. I'll give you guys like 2 seconds to tell me what's wrong with this chart and what is looking not so hot about this, right? I'll give you a clue, right? Right here. This is our shoulder, head, shoulder pattern that we talk about on this channel so much. It's a sign of a trend reversal, guys. Shoulder, head, shoulder. And then also we have here breaking out a bear flag. And something like this, I would say that this thing needs to see some more correction. But again, I could be wrong. There's always a chance that we can be wrong in cryptocurrency and things could just go the other way. Book of Meme Coin was another coin that I was saying was making that head and shoulder pattern just last night. I made that video just last night talking about the shoulder, head, shoulder pattern that Book of Meme Coin had created right here, this ugly little thing that it created and decided to break down off of. Just not good, not good. So those are kind of things that I look for. I'm looking for, again, signs of tops, signs of trend reversal, both for the good and for the bad, right? I'm looking for things that are looking like they want to recover, things that are looking like they might want to pick up in steam. Like, look at this, this Maga coin, right? We talked about the fact that maybe these election coins might do something in November or even later this month. The fact that this coin was one that we caught at like 10 million market cap, it shot all the way up to, I don't even know what this thing shot up to. Let's see. I think it shot up to close to 800 million market cap, creating this bull flag. I was telling you guys that this Trump coin was creating this bull flag, and this is a sign that it wants to see some more upside. But where are the signs of the trend reversal for Trump coin, right? The sign of the trend reversal is, let's see, we had just seen it. Okay, so the sign of a possible trend reversal for Trump coin would be this double bottom, right? This bottom that hopefully we found maybe on this 1 year chart or maybe even right here. This could have also been an inverted head and shoulders pattern too, which would be like the opposite. Like if you flip this thing upside down, it would still be a head and shoulders pattern. That's the same type of thing. An inverted head and shoulders pattern is a bullish trend reversal. Uh, head and shoulders pattern is a negative pattern. So again, like for instance, Bitcoin, when it was creating that head and shoulders pattern back in, back in March, I believe it was, right? It was creating this, right? When it created this shoulder, head, shoulder pattern right here, and I was saying that this could have some, possible spill, I was able to know that this was not gonna have the spill that we think it's having because again, it had a retest of this zone but created a higher low. This was an indicator to me that we were going to create this wedge. So sometimes I could kind of foresee setups just by kind of how the charts are playing out. Again, if we were not able to break out of some of these resistance zones and we drop down and we tried again and tried again, tried again, that was an indicator that again I was saying like, okay, we might. That was when I was saying last a couple weeks ago that hey, we might see retest of some lower ranges because we're creating that wedge. Um, but those are things that you want to be paying attention to. And so Trump coin again, this chart's not looking bad. I like the fact that it's creating this bull flag on the 1 year chart. It's showing me that maybe this coin still has some life left in it, and maybe some room for upside. But ultimately, guys, that's going to be up to you and what you determine. As you guys can see, Trump coin is up almost 20,000% this year, up in the past 30 days, almost 120%. Can this coin run during the election terms? I don't know, right? We talked about a lot of coins that were election coins that had some possible chances to do pretty well. Somebody also asking about Pulse. I'm going to talk about Pulse, man. I'm loving Pulse myself, and it's not something that I've talked about too much on the channel as one of the big coins that I am dollar cost averaging into myself. But Pulse is definitely a coin that I'm loving right now, even though I haven't checked the charts on Pulse actually today, and it was looking a little bit funky the other day. But again, I don't really mind with that kind of stuff because again, this is a blue chip, and I know I feel like there's going to be demand. Look at that, up 12% today. Glad I bought the dip. Pulse chain also looking like it wanted to cup and handle. I mean, wow, some serious price action happening with Pulse chain in the past just couple of days. I'm gonna take this over here and I'm gonna put it on Coin Gecko actually, just so I could monitor some of this other stuff. It's not listed over here. Okay, and that's the weird thing about Hex too, right? That says that the market cap on Pulse chain is around $1 billion. The numbers never look the same as on chain with Hex. Like, according to Hex, the market cap is around, I think for Pulse chain is around like 7 billion or something like that. It's in the billions already, like maybe like between 4 and 7. I really got to check. I have to check. Don't quote me on that. But as you guys could see, Hex community super bullish. 77% of people thinking Hex is going to go up, 32 or 23% thinking it's going to go down. This coin has been heavily volatile in the past, as you guys could see. It's had massive sell-offs, and that's something that I was concerned about when we were creating this shoulder, head, shoulder. I was hoping that we wouldn't break down, and it seems like, this thing is starting to pick up, which looks good. And again, on some of these more micro charts, it does look like we could possibly be creating this cup and handle pattern, hopefully seeing some kind of recovery, maybe, hopefully. Don't want to break down off of this range. Definitely looking pretty volatile with Hex coin. But again, I like this coin. I'm long on it. Hex coin is not, I don't consider Hex coin to be like a poo coin or anything like that. I use the Pulse chain all the time. I swap in and out of coins on there. It's a good way to keep your fees down on Ethereum network. So I see a lot of utility in it. Even I use PulseX. So every time I trade on PulseX, I'm receiving PulseX, which is cool. I like that. As well as just, the fact that X has just done well during bull rallies, but it's also had major corrections. As a matter of fact, let's just look at the whole Hex ecosystem just while we're here. We'll look at PulseX and see how PulseX is doing. This is definitely going to be a more volatile trade, but you could see this one is showing that it's at a $4.2 billion market cap. So PulseX is looking like it's bigger than Pulse, which is not the case. Shouldn't be the case because PulseX is newer. But as you guys can see, this coin is another coin that's had heavy volatility. So again, a lot of speculation behind Pulse Chain too, guys. There's lawsuits going on around Hex right now. So it's just kind of like one of those coins that's just like being heavily speculated right now. There's always those XRP guys that they love XRP, even when there's things going on in the news and lawsuits and whatnot. It's kind of like the same thing that's going on with Hex coin right now. There's a lot of people bullish on it, but there's also a lot of FUD around the community. And I'm not saying that to FUD the community. again, this is something that I am bullish on myself and dollar cost and averaging into myself. So I'm not trying to drive the price down in any kind of way by saying that. I'm just saying like, do your research on something like this to see if it's something that you want to be a part of, because it can have volatility, and it's been seeing volatility. But again, I'm bullish on Pulse. I'm glad that that guy brought it up and wanted me to talk about it, because it is something that I have been wanting to make a video on, just kind of like as a little update. We were early on Pulse, guys. I mean, Pulse, again, at like 7 billion market cap, but we talked about Pulse during the sacrifice, like before it even launched. I talked about Hexcoin like before it even had its first pump. So, like, for those of you guys who don't even understand how early we were on a lot of these projects, I mean, Hexcoin, you could see it's kind of flatlined, but it's still sitting at a $1.65 billion market cap. This thing has gone absolutely insane. Look, it says, according to CoinMarketCap, that this thing was close to 88 billion market cap. That's insane. That's totally insane. So the fact that it's at 1.6 billion right now, and look, it's kind of flatlined since. But again, a lot of people were sacrificing their hex for Pulse and stuff like that. So we kind of knew that there was going to be some price impact. But again, Hexcoin looking like it is the more volatile of the coins right now out of all of them, which is pretty interesting to see. I guess we'll kind of see what's going to happen with Pulse Chain. So I'm going to start opening it up to some of you guys' questions on coins too. So feel free to ask about coins, guys. Somebody asking me about this coin, CEL. Okay, what's the ticker on that? Do you know? And also what blockchain is on? I got to know. If you're going to ask about the coins, I got to know what blockchains that they're on. I don't even know if he's still here. We'll see if he's still here. But also look at some of these other coins. This Kloss coin is also seeing a lot of price rally today, and it's a coin that, again, we were just seeing trending on Dex Tools yesterday that I was kind of clicking on and wondering about, but I think I seen something funny going on with the wallets on this thing. Let me actually check this out just to see what's going on. Just because, again, it was trending on both Dex Tools and it's trending on CoinMarketCap. So, again, guys, you gotta go out and do your own research on these coins. Don't take this TA and this research that I'm doing right now as the be all end all. You gotta do your own. But let's look, as you guys can see, this is creating some kind of a bull flag, possibly on this 4-hour chart. Some big buy orders coming in. And let's look at this audit. It has 2 warnings on it, or it has 1 warning on it. What's the warning? So the warning is that other risk. That's strange and concerning. And you could also see that a lot of things were not even brought back by these audits. These are automated audits, guys, just so you know. Sorry. Just so you know that these are automated audits, and it didn't even bring back a lot of information on this audit. It even says it's not sure if it's a scam risk, and it did come back as question mark for other risks. So it says this contract has other risks, but it's not like specific on that. And only Quick Intel caught that. These other 2 didn't catch that. This Go Plus audit says that the tax is modifiable. There was a whitelist for this. So interesting. This is all stuff that I want to check out, because even though this thing came back with, again, a 99 out of 99 Dex Tool score, I want to know like the specifics, because guys, we just watched a coin that got listed on some big exchanges, like 3 or 4 big exchanges, that ended up being a rug pull. And so that just goes to show you that even sometimes things can get past exchanges. Like, how does an exchange list a rug pull? Like MXC and L Bank listed, I forgot what coin it was that just went to 0 recently. That, again, the audit, even on Dex Tools, was showing up as a 99. But then when you click the audit and you click on some of these other things, it's bringing back some sketchy scam risk looking stuff. So that's just kind of things that I'm paying attention to. And this is Kloss coin. Now we just clicked on it again, and it just changed. Now this is bringing back all kinds of different stuff. Interesting. Still says that the tax is modifiable. We just watched that happen right in front of us. I've never had that happen before. Scam risk, don't know. Received ownership, no. Balance, no. Hidden owner, no. Whitelist, yes. Interesting. Still says other risks. And that just goes to show you guys that these are automated audits. I mean, we just watched that thing happen in real time. So what I would want to be doing is part of, again, doing my own research, again, just what I do for research, is I would go into this top holder count and I would kind of see what's going on as far as the top wallets and stuff like that. As you can see, The top wallets are not holding a lot. They're holding like 11% of the supply. So I'll go over to this trade and I want to see how many trades have gone on. 16,000 trades have gone on in this coin. And now I want to see how many bots. So we're checking over here and I could see that there are bots in this trade. This is a bot right here. There's a bot right here, bot right here. Let's see how fast I could find the bot that is moving the most money, right? So this guy has had 99 transactions. I think that 99 plus transactions, right? So I think that that's a good place to start. Maybe I could be wrong, but 3 million transactions. What do you guys think? I think I caught it on the first try. I don't know. Sometimes I get lucky, right? But as you guys can see, this guy has had 3.6 million transactions. So he's definitely a wallet that I want to be watching if I'm in a trade like this, and it's highly speculative, and I don't know if it's a scam or not. I could also see how much his profit and losses, and I could see how much his unrealized gains he has. So I could see that this guy is pretty much basically out of this trade for the most part. He sold the majority of his supply. You could see how much he's bought. He bought 71 million and he sold 70 million, 0.66. So this guy is somewhat out of the trade. He might not be a wallet that I need to be paying attention to. But again, maybe it's even a wallet that I might even want to go track. Maybe it's a wallet that, like, what is this guy doing? And that's another thing. You guys can go track all these wallets. And this is, I don't know if this is a good investment strategy. I don't know what it is, but you can do it if you want to do it. You definitely still have to do your research on all these coins. I'm not saying that every time a bot buys a coin that it's going to go to the moon. Definitely not the case. Sometimes these bots are, parts of scams and stuff like that. So again, you have to be doing your research on all that stuff. It's super important. But it seems like that bot is not really holding much anything in it. Do I think that he has no money? No, I don't think that he has no money. I think that he's just funding other wallets. And I feel like the money that's in the majority wallet, I'd have to sit and really go through that entire wallet forever. Again, that guy has 3.6 million transactions. I could sit here and do that for years, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to take it as that guy is just kind of out of this trade and not something to worry about. This guy is also kind of out of this trade and possibly not something to worry about. Let's see these other contracts or if any of these people have anything that I need to be worried about. This guy doesn't seem like he has too much supply. This guy also doesn't have too much supply. So interesting. This guy's had a lot of transactions as well. I want to see what's been going on with these top wallets, right? Because if one of these uh top wallets is one that is using a lot of transactions, then that is a humongous red flag for me because that might be an indicator that wallet actually was one of the wallets that was moving funds and that this could be a slow rug. So this only has 98. Exit out 70 just so I don't have a bunch and confuse myself. And again, I would go through maybe like the top 10 because usually it's not going to be in the first three wallets. Sometimes even the first few wallets might be exchange wallets. But again, when I see a coin that's listed on exchanges, I usually feel a lot better about it because usually I feel like exchanges should run audits on the programs on coins that they have listed. I got a good amount of money, but I don't see a disturbing amount of transactions out of this There we go. Now you can hear me. Sorry about that, guys. Disconnected there. Working on getting everything back up. Give me a second. Private window. Want to open up. Man, we were really getting into that contract, huh? And then it totally disconnected. I'm so sorry, guys. We'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed. Sometimes we have technical difficulties. It just kind of happens. Oh, everybody just kind of came back at the same time. That's crazy. Well, welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. I disconnected. Working on getting everything fixed and situated again. Market cap. We're just in the middle of doing some good research, right, guys? Unfortunate. .com. What other websites did I want to pull up? We could pull up Bitmo again. These are all websites, guys, that I do think that you could benefit from having in your arsenal. They're things that I use. Again, you know, you could use whatever you want ultimately, but I do like to have as many indicators as possible. So let's see if I can go back to that clause contract that I had a little while ago, just a minute ago. I want to open up Dex Tools too, right? Yeah. Sheesh, all over the place right now. DexTools.io. Oh man, the beauty of live streaming, boys. You never know what's gonna happen, right? Here's Klaus right here. So we were just in the process of checking out a lot of those wallets, and then oh yeah, that's what we were gonna do. We were taking this contract over here, and we were gonna go plug it in on CoinMarketCap to kind of see if they had any kind of a pre-launch or to see if they had an airdrop. And the way that I do this, I just started doing this recently, and I think that it has the best way of telling me is when you go to the logarithmic chart, sometimes the chart will not start on the ground. It'll kind of start up. Like it does a little bit kind of start up here, which is a concern. Like this was a fair launch, then it should have started at the bottom and then grown up. But you could see that this coin maybe had some kind of a pre-launch or something. Again, it is even when it was sitting down here. Let's see what the market cap was. Let's see what the market cap was when it was introduced. Okay, so it does say that it's a zero market cap right here when it started, and then this was 20 million before the first correction. So maybe this was a fair launch. Again, I don't really know. Hard to say, right? Always hard to say these days, boys. But you can see 90% of people are bullish on this coin. It's definitely looking like a poo coin. Isn't this the fish from American Dad or something? I think. I don't know. I don't really watch American Dad. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody else asked me about this coin, this MAGA hat coin too. And this is a coin that again has been trending over and over on Dex Tools as well. And we did talk about the fact that, you know, maybe there will be a Trump coin that does pretty well. But let's also see, look at this coin too, same type of deal. This thing looks like the chart starts up here, which is concerning to me. Let's see if it says the same thing over here on CoinMarketCap, or if it looks like it starts at the bottom. Let's see. If two of these show that, then I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, look at that, right? Okay, this logarithmic's not looking that bad. And then if I track it by market cap and I see what it was over here, it does say, I mean, it's like 25 million right here. And right now it's sitting at 62. I don't know. I don't know if this coin had an airdrop. I don't know what's up with it. Okay, look at this. Interesting. So this is 0, 0, 0, and then it just kind of shoots up. So maybe this was the launch day of the coin, and then it's corrected, and I don't know. Maybe it could be decent. Let's check out some of this transactions. I don't think I've checked the transactions on this. You guys could see this is an Ethereum token. That's why it brought us over here to Etherscan. There's 21,000 people holding this. There's been 643,000 transactions, which is, of course, something that we want to pay attention to for many reasons. Why we want to make sure, like, kind of who this is. But you could see also these top wallets on here, which I feel like is pretty good, is Gate.io, MXE, Huobi, you know, some really big exchanges. So that does make me feel really good. Whenever you see these .eth addresses, this is an open wallet. Whenever you see a wallet that ends in the word dead, this is a dead wallet. A lot of times they'll burn coins into the dead wallet and stuff like that to get rid of the supply. So that's kind of the purpose of the dead wallet. But if you see the dead wallet is the top wallet and it owns like 50% of the supply, I wouldn't be too concerned. Usually it will say null and then it'll say end with the word dead so that you will know that it is a dead wallet. But if it's like a long thing or it ends in like a .eth or something like that, then that is an open wallet. It's a live wallet. It's a person's wallet and they're trading out of it. So just be paying attention to that. If you see a coin and it has like 60% of the supply was burned or put in dead wallet, then that's probably what that means, that maybe they burned it, or maybe they might have some kind of burning mechanism or something like that involved in the coin. I want to look at Mog coin too, because Mog coin is another coin that has just absolutely been exploding, trending week in and week out in the top 10 over here on Dex Tools and performing pretty nicely right now, in my opinion. But we'll kind of have to see if it can hold, right? Trying to butt up on some key resistance right here. Definitely want to make sure we're not creating that shoulder, head, shoulder pattern, right? And it's very important that Mog actually breaks up out of this resistance right here. This is a very pivotal time for if you're in a coin like this, right? Because even on this 4-hour chart, starting to look like this thing could possibly start going sideways. We could already have a bearish pattern going right here too, even on Mog on this chart, because look, we have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, and then possibly maybe a double bottom here is what we're hoping on if you're a holder on this. And again, it's trying right now because it's retesting this zone that it couldn't break out of before. So we'll see if it can do it this time. Only time will tell on something like this, but I do like the fact that Mog is trending week in and week out. This is another coin that I've been monitoring and watching too. Even look at this rising wedge forming on the 2-hour. That's not so hot. Let's look. Oh, look at this audit right here. 5 warnings on the audit for Mog. Interesting. Hidden owner, tax modifiable. There's an anti-whale feature, and other risk. So interesting for Mog. Actually want to do some more research on this because that's crazy that this thing has 34,000 holders. Got so close to $1 billion market cap. Let's see what's going on. It's Mog. With Mog. Interesting. 84% of people bullish on Mog. He's trying to cup and handle out. Seems like. Interesting. It says market cap is 0 here. Market cap 0 here. Oh no, this is right here. Market cap 300 million here, and then shot up, dropped down. Interesting, Mog. I don't like this, bro. Personally, me, and again, I could be wrong. Things are always speculative. But only available. It's on Bybit. It's on Huobi. It's on Kraken. It's on Gate.io. It's on KuCoin. So, I mean, again, those are big exchanges, but this coin has some risk, as you guys could see on Dex Tools. There are some things in this contract that would indicate that it still has a 99 out of 99 score. How do you have 5 warnings and a 99 out of 99 score? This is why, again, before Dex Tools didn't bring up that little thing to let us know that all these audits were automated or which ones are automated. So that's why now I do a lot more research. Again, we just seen even an exchange list something that went to down 99%. It was Pochita. That was the coin, as a matter of fact. And that's a coin that was listed on a lot of different exchanges, or a couple of different exchanges. Let's see what's going on with Pochita. You guys can see this thing just totally flatlined the other day. The devs started acting weird in the Telegram. Another coin again that the price starts to appear. And I told you guys, I don't like when the price starts to appear. These coins tend not to do well. And that's not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your money or to avoid coins that look like this. I just see this so much. Personally, I just see that happens so much. But what do you guys think about Mog? You guys bullish on Mog? Somebody said Check out Catalorian on ETH. Okay, I'm gonna check it out, dude. I know you've been asking for this. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion, guys. And again, it's not financial advice. It's not anything to pay any attention to other than entertainment, guys. But again, Pachita, this is a coin that I just want to talk about this coin before we get into the other stuff, just because, again, look, it has a 99 out of 99 on audit. It only has one audit by Quick Intel, but it even says that the audit came back that it doesn't know if there's tax modified, doesn't know if there's sales tax, doesn't know if there's a scam risk. And sure enough, this coin ended up being a scam, but it was listed even on big exchanges. So that is something that, again, um, is disturbing to me. And let's see, like, let me show you what I mean, right? Pachita, this coin totally flatlined the other day. I was shocked, bro, to see this thing flatline. You really don't see this happen a lot with coins that are listed on big exchanges like MXC, and CoinX and Poloniex and LBank. Like, this coin is listed places, and this is why I tell you guys, like, you have to do your own research. You really have to, like, know how to read a contract. Or honestly, if you're having problems reading contracts and you still don't get it, like, take your time and learn this, bro, because I think reading the contract is even more important than reading the charts and when it comes to cryptocurrency. And a lot of people come here from stocks and they feel like they're going to do really well, and then they get involved in projects that, again, there is no winning situation in the project because it's a scam to begin with. So cryptocurrency is always risky, but we want to make sure that the risks that we're taking are actually legitimate risks, and that we're not just putting our foot in a bear trap. And in my opinion, sometimes we see this happen, actually very often. Keep having to scroll back up and down because I keep seeing that wild picture that's trending in the top. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's stuff that we want to pay attention to. So anyway, I'm gonna dive back into this MAGA coin, and then I will get into those other coins. But I just want to get into this because I do like these election coins right now, and there's things that I've been looking at. But you can see even this chart right here, like shoulder, head, shoulder, breaking down. Not looking so hot. Sitting on some support though, right? It did try to possibly double bottom right here. We have some support here and some support here, possible double bottom. But again, got to break out, got to break up, right? So we'll see what can happen with this coin. As you can see, $66 million market cap right now, is up 12% in the past 24 hours. Buy and sell activity, not too crazy. 128,000 transactions. I mean, it is what it is, man. You're always going to have bots in your trade. I'm not saying just because there's bots in the trade means it's the be all end all, but you just want to know kind of what you're dealing with, or at least I do. I like to know how many bots. GME stock had 11 million transactions. That's ridiculous. Something with 100,000, something like that. Something like that with as many holders as this has, that's not really too crazy for me. That's not too crazy. I didn't mean to pull up the hash. That I meant to pull up the contract. Sorry. Let's see this contract right here. So what I pulled up was the transaction hash and not the contract. So you can see that this guy has had 111,000 transactions come out of this. Let's see how much he has still holding in Trump. So you could see that he bought 68 billion Magala coins and he's already sold 52 billion. So he bought $10 million in USD and he sold 7 million. So this guy has $3 million left in this coin. That is a $66 million coin. This could be a top wallet, right? Could it be a top wallet? Maybe, possibly. Let's see. So it ends in 92B9. Let's go to the top holders and see if 92B9 is in here. 92B9. No, it's not. One of the top wallets is a dead wallet. It does seem like these top wallets do hold about 40% of the supply, which is a lot. This guy holds a lot. 11% is a lot, bro. I want to know who this is. Maybe it's an exchange. Yeah, it's Gate.io. Yeah, right. We checked. This thing is listed on a couple exchanges. So these top wallets are going to be exchange wallets, which is good. I do like when the top wallets that are holding this much of the supply are exchange wallets. Usually that makes me feel good. Again, we just looked at a coin though that is on some exchanges that just totally got rug pulled, but that does make me feel good when a lot of the liquidity is held on some of these exchanges. So with 21,000 holders, It seems like Gate.io and some other exchanges are betting big on this Trump coin. I don't know. I was early on Maga. I was liking Maga. Maga was, I thought we were pretty early on that one, 10 million market cap, and that thing shot up. Maybe we could see this one shoot up. Maybe Maga will be uh, always have the higher market cap. I don't know. I don't know. It's very rare that you'll see like kind of like a fork or somebody took a similar idea and like surpassed the one before it. I can't really think of many times that I've seen that happen, but it could happen. Anything could happen in cryptocurrency, especially in this meme market. So somebody's talking about Catalorian. All right, we're going to talk about Catalorian right now. We're going to talk about Catalorian right now. Let's find it, right? Catal. Is this it right here? 4.3 million market cap, this one? Just want to confirm with John in the side. It has 20,000 holders. Let's check it out. Let's see if it checks out, right? Let's see how many people are holding Catalorian and what's going on with this contract. The contract's been renounced. Transfer tax modifiable. This contract is blacklisted. What's going on with that? Yikes. Whitelist. Anti-whale modifiable. That's not that bad. Why has this coin been blacklisted? Why did GoPlus come back with you guys' coin being blacklisted? Do you know? I would be curious to know why. Let's look at some of these holders. Is this not the right coin? Did I pull up the wrong coin? 3,000 holders, 82,000 transactions. Let me know. I don't wanna this is not, oh, this is it or it's not it? So he said yes. Okay. Let me see. 82,000 transfers. I want to see what's going on with these holders. Okay, this is a dead wallet right here. This is Uniswap, so they have some liquidity on Uniswap. These are live wallets. Interesting. I've actually never seen it where I cannot pull up these no holded data on this pair yet. Never seen this before. I've never seen this before. Yeah, I don't know, man. This contract was blacklisted, or at least one audit came back with this thing blacklisted. So, let me see what's going on in some of these top wallets since it's not telling me too much about some of this stuff. 37 transactions. I don't expect it again to be coming out of the tippy top big wallet, but I would expect it to start coming out of maybe some of these top 10 wallets or maybe a little bit down this line. These guys are holding a lot of coin, man. I kind of don't like that personally, bro. Interesting. I also want to know. I'm going to take this contract and I'm going to put it in over. I already put it in over here. No, I didn't. I'll put it in over here and see if this is telling me anything more about what's going on with Catalorian. 92% of people bullish on this project in their community. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Do your research on everything. Again, I don't like that this coin has been had a history of being blacklisted. And I want to know if it's the right thing. It says Catalorian CTO. A lot of top 20 holders are Nero CTO whales. They are diamond hands. Yeah, but that doesn't really mean anything to me. But I don't care what kind of hands they have. I just care about why it came back as blacklisted from that audit. That's all that I care about. I know Nero is on a lot of exchanges and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't like this. This is a huge This function, okay, so it says this function is not accessible on this token because the contract has been renounced. Then why does it say that it's blacklisted? Interesting. Again, guys, these are automated audits, right? So this is why we have to do our research and not just take the audit at face value, because even though it's saying that it's blacklisted here, it's also saying this function is not available on this token because the contract address has been renounced. Is that something that would get this blacklisted if it's been renounced? The ownership's been renounced. All right, let's see. Yes, this function is not accessible. Interesting. Because then Quick Intel says no. But Go Plus is coming back yes for some of these things. Interesting. Speculative, brother. I don't know. I would really have to. This is a coin that I'm having to do a lot of research on this thing. I'm having to do a lot of research on this thing. And I don't want to sit on here too long and do research. I'm curious. Curiosity does kill the cat, though, doesn't it? Another thing that I try to pay attention to is if a lot of these wallets have similar amounts. That could be an indicator. Like, look, these guys have like pretty close to the same amount. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know, man. I really don't. I don't know what to say about it. I don't want to. Again, I'm not trying to shade or fade the community at all, because it seems like the audit is pretty unclear on this. But at the same time, I'm definitely would feel like I need to do some extensive research on something like this. Just based off of that, I would really have to sit and pick this thing apart, which is something that, again, I think that everybody should be doing when they get involved in projects, is picking things apart. Don't like the way that this 3-day chart's looking for you guys, though, personally. But the 1-day chart's looking a lot better, looking like a possible cup and handle, maybe, hopefully, if it's not a bear flag or some of these other more micro charts. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, I don't like. Was this, Kyle Lauren, you're in here right now or whatever, was this coin pre-launch? Was there an airdrop on this token at all? Do you know? No blacklist on it anymore. They updated it. It says ScamDev had those functions and they changed it since it was renounced. Okay, so the dev, I don't understand, the dev that was running the project, there was a scam before, and then the project was renounced, and now it's like a community based. Is that what's going on with it? It's like a community based token now. They're like trying to push it themselves. I don't know. I don't know too much about it. I'm curious to see why the price starts to appear though, and even on CoinMarketCap, it looks like there was already some kind of an airdrop or something happened to where people had coin, like there was a whitelist or like something happened on this contract. So I don't really know. Kind of hard to say. Kind of hard to say. If anybody has any other coins that they want me to check out too, guys, now is the time to ask. Now is the time to ask and to be engaged and know, because I'm checking contracts right now. So again, and you guys got to do your own research. You see that how much research I did, and the conclusion that I came up to is that like it's going to take even more research. So again, you guys got to kind of take that and kind of do your own thing with it in terms of doing research. Some of these other coins today, I mean, this coin too, I keep seeing this coin trending, so I haven't picked it apart yet. It does have a 539 million market cap, so maybe it is worth picking apart, right? 16,000 holders. It is seeing a pretty massive correction, sitting up on some actually super key support for something like this, because again, it's just been on a big parabolic move. This 3-day chart looking like this thing is headed to on a crash course right now to the floor. Maybe it can create some kind of a bottom here. I don't know. I got to check out what's going on with this contract. You can see a lot of big orders coming in. There's definitely no anti-whale feature on this contract, but there is 3 other warnings. I'm wondering, man, like what is going on with these audits, dude? Like, why does this have a 99 out of 99, but it has 3 warnings? And then like some things that are coming back on the audits are just like not um, checking out, you know, like this says no and this says yes. But obviously there is no anti-whale feature because there's a whale right here that just entered the trade with 19,000. So Go Plus, maybe Go Plus is just not very credible. It seems like that's the second contract that I'm like, Go Plus, what is going on? What's going on with your audit? I do like honeypot.is, but you could see that honeypot didn't come back with a lot of information on this coin either. So maybe that's still pending. Maybe it will populate soon. I'm not really sure. You could kind of see that this coin, the contract has also been renounced. So that's interesting. Then why isn't this one showing up on the blacklist? Because the contract has been renounced. I don't know, man. This is why I tell you guys, do your research. Checking audits is important, but checking holders is very important. It's very important. Um, because again, even in those exchanges that we just named about the Pochita coin thing, they got over on those guys. So, you know, is what it is. Let's see some of these Tron coins. We went for this Tron blockchain. Then I'm probably gonna cut the video pretty soon just because I've been going on for a while. But wow, seems like a lot of things on Tron are actually kind of moving today. Interesting. Anything decent in market cap to be watching? Tron Bull is the only thing that's kind of at a market cap that can't go to zero in 5 seconds. As you guys can see, all these other ones are under $5 million. Even this is like 363,000. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know. Again, price starting up here. I'd expect this thing to drop back down. I don't like that. But that's just kind of my point of view, guys. It really means nothing. Really sorry about the disconnect today. I also want to get on a more consistent schedule with you guys. So let me know what you guys want from me in terms of these live streams. Do you enjoy these live streams? Do you want me to go live more? Should I keep making more long form content? I have been trying to keep the content between like 30 minutes because it seems like you guys kind of like that range. So somebody is saying CTO. Yeah. Okay. The dev rug the farm, and now it's a CTO, so it's yeah, community driven. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean that sometimes that happens. You know, the community try to bring it back and stuff like that. I think that's happened with a couple coins, including I heard that actually that happened with Bitcoin also, which again was another coin that was listed on Bitmart, right? Bitcoin was listed on Bitmart. It was a coin that I was feeling pretty confident about. And then the owner, I guess, was renounced and they delisted off of Bitmart, like so weird. And then now I'm hearing that this is a community driven project. And I'm just kind of like, what? And you could see here, like, yeah, this Go Plus is saying that this is blacklisted and that it has came back as, I'm wondering if it came back because it was renounced. And that maybe that means that this is a C community driven, you know. That's interesting. So this function is not available for this token because the contract has been renounced. Yeah, it says this function is not available for access to this token because the contract has been renounced. So maybe that's why it's showing up on the blacklist also. Interesting. I don't know, guys. Always got to do your research to see how you feel about about these projects. Again, I don't like the fact that Brit listed and then delisted. I like a Toshi coin. Let's look at Toshi coin. Contract has been renounced. Let's see. Tax modifiable. But look, it says that the blacklist is saying no for Toshi, but the contract has been renounced. So like, what the heck, bro? What the heck, bro? Just kind of goes to show you just how automated these audits are that are on Dex tools. And again, guys, so important. And that's why I spend so much time, guys, every single video that I make. One, we talk about Bitcoin because it's the market determiner. And two, we dive into contracts, right? We dive into contracts so much on my channel because you see why now, guys. It's so important. How could you thoroughly have done your research on anything if you never pulled up the contract? And honestly, guys, a lot of YouTubers on YouTube don't do that. And that's very dangerous. And they get on and they talk about a lot of stuff and they're not talking about the risk also involved. They try to do the best of my ability to let you guys know about all the risks of these projects. But you could see like some of these projects, they have like 3 million transactions, 4 million transactions. You got to get in there and do your own research on some of this stuff, on everything, really. Every single thing you should be doing your own research on because one, I'm not a financial advisor and this ain't financial advice, but two, it's your money. It's your money. So you're in charge of it and you're responsible for it. Let's see what's going on with Pepe Coin also. Contract renounced. And this showing that it is blacklisted. Okay, it's showing it's blacklisted because the contract is announced. Quick Intel also saying that this is blacklisted. Scam risk, they don't know. But again, Pepe Coin's a coin that's also listed on a lot of exchanges, right? Pepe Coin is a very much becoming like a top crypto as far as it is a top crypto as far as meme coins are concerned, but even as far as everything's concerned, I mean, Pepe is a coin that is moving up in market cap in general. So just interesting with these audits, man. Interesting. I'm even learning stuff right now, man. This is again why it's important to spend so much time in the market, guys. Spend so much time on websites like Dex Tools. I use Dex Screener also. I use Bird.io as another website that I use that's similar to Dex Tools. They all pretty much, I think, use similar audit companies. So these are going to be automated audits. And even probably want to do your research even on the audit companies. That should be part of doing your research too, right? The contract has been announced on this one. Let's see. No blacklist. So inconsistent with that. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. What do you guys think? I think that's pretty weird. Contract, let's go. They will explain it to you. Yes, that's what that means. Yeah, interesting. Oh, okay, gotcha. You were saying like the notes about the contract. We could check contract notes and stuff too. There was stuff in the notes, I guess, on that Catalorian contract. I don't know. But you guys could see Eurocoin coming in at close to a billion today. This is another coin that is being picked up by a lot of big exchanges too. That let's check this audit. So this has nothing come back about the audit. And again, the contract has been renounced. The top holders on this thing, as you guys could see, almost 67%. This is a Binance wallet. Yeah, this is Binance right here. $1.9 billion worth of ETH on this thing in this wallet alone. Wow, interesting. Dang, it's a lot of money, man. You need to hold $1, bro. Let me hold $1, bro. Let's see. Anything else on here that's worth checking out? Oh, look at this crap, dude. Let's dissect this thing, dude. This is definitely not gonna do well. I could already see. But again, I don't know, I guess because right, the little fish, the little Klaus fish, and so they're trying to do Roger now based off of that. It's like a little spin-off, I guess. So it is American Dad, right? Roger the alien, he was from American Dad. He's like the big-headed alien guy, and dad like worked for the government or something like that. As you guys can see, this thing is just going absolutely nuts. Definitely not anything that I want to touch anytime soon. I would be looking for some kind of a correction before I'd even almost considering that. But again, we haven't even checked the contract on that. So we got to do that. We'll go to the audit first, even though I'm starting to wonder how much these audits are even actually worth, right? Seems like you got to view your own contract and do your own analysis these days. You can see there's other risks that came back with the quick intel. And then there's an anti-will feature that came back on the Go Plus. And so that means I gotta go in and do my work, right? So I go into this contract and I can see that the top holders are not holding too much. I could also go down here and see just how many transactions are gone on through this. There's only 4,000 transactions. So interesting. We can pull up their contract and see what's going on in this. So there's actually 6,400 transactions that's gone on. Top wallet's a dead wallet. The second wallet is liquidity that's locked on Uniswap. Must stop Murad one. What the? This guy only has one transaction. He was funded this coin. So interesting. Why were you funded this coin 16 hours ago, bro? Or did he buy it? Did he buy it? Or was he funded? I'm sorry. Yeah, he it was from this wallet into this wallet. What the? Why are you putting What you doing, bro? What the um yeah, he had some money put in his wallet. So that's something that I'm paying attention to, that kind of little stuff, like people moving around money into wallets like that. Like what? Yeah, from this to this. What is this? So I click on this. This is the contract, right? 700. Yeah, it's talking about a holder count. 762 holders. What is this, a contract for what though? This is weird. It's weird. Is it Dex? I don't know. Wow, bro. You guys are catching me stumped a lot more than usual. I'm not usually this stumped when I'm reviewing contracts. A couple contracts now that I'm like, what is going on? Interesting. Interesting. What do you guys think about this coin? I'm interested to know. They sent him tokens for publicity. Somebody said they sent him tokens. That's what these scammers do. They send big people tokens for publicity. Maybe he is some kind of a influencer or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly who that guy is at all, but it does look like he was funded some coins, which is, I don't like to see that happen when the top holders were given coins directly and didn't buy them like everybody else. I don't think that that's very fair, and I don't like that. So, that's not something that really I like. And you guys could see this thing's already probably going to start seeing correction. I would expect this thing to start correcting. Look, it already is. Look at that. This is going to see a big sell off. It's going to be nuts. Probably going to go to zero, I'd assume. But I don't know. If I really want to sit in there and monitor those transactions and see who's using the bot and what's going on, I mean, shoot, let's just do it, right? Why not? We got time. Let's see. Okay, we could already see who's doing the selling right now, right? Some of these contracts are doing the selling right here. This guy, I want to see how much they still have though. This guy has a decent amount of in this. He has about 4,000 in there. This guy, about 7,000 in there. And again, these wallets could be connected to other wallets too. So we definitely want to know just how many transactions, where everything's going and whatnot. Banana gun router. Okay. So again, he's trying to hide his footsteps. This guy is definitely probably one of the people that is causing this price manipulation right now and probably has more supply than he's leading on. That's just what I would kind of get out of that. Again, you guys may read these things totally different and may see things totally different than I see them, but that's just how I see these things. Somebody said it will rug in the next few days. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be what happens to a coin like that too. Again, guys, everything that you see in here, guys, is just for educational purposes. I want you guys to get better at doing your research and checking contracts and not just, again, having to rely on audits. You guys should know how to do this stuff. But ultimately, it is work. There's some work that goes behind buying the coin if, you want to be safe. If you don't want to be safe and you don't care about your money, then don't check the contract and don't check audits. You don't have to check any of that stuff. But if you want to make sure that you're doing your full amount of due diligence, in my opinion, you need to check the contract. I can't understand how somebody could buy a coin without checking a contract, even if they heard about it on YouTube. Even more the reason why you should be checking the contract. Even if you heard about it on my channel, even if you heard about it on other channels, no matter where you guys hear about these coins on Twitter, whatever, you guys should be doing your research and don't just take a contract address. That's another thing that I see people doing all the time. Somebody will be like, hey, what's the contract address to that project? Don't do that. Go find it yourself. Go find the contract address. Don't just ask the Telegram what's the contract address and then go plug that into Uniswap and send all your funds over there. That's crazy. Why would you do that? Go check the contract. Make sure that that's actually not this dude's wallet that he just sent you the link to. That's something that you got to do. And so again, don't just take other people's words for things. Somebody asked me, is SHIB done? Let's dive into it. I don't personally think that SHIB's done. I think that again, things are just starting to cook up in terms of this bull market with a lot of these meme coins. And I do think that again, we covered Dogecoin early in the video as pumping during this consolidation. It seems like it's doing pretty well. I haven't been looking at SHIB though. let's look at SHIB. Yeah, SHIB up 11%. SHIB's got a much bigger market cap, dude. It's not going to move the way it did back in the day, back in 2021, 2022, when I was covering this thing all the time. But you guys could see SHIB is picking up in volume. It does look like it's reacting just like the rest of the market. And a lot of retail only knows Doge still, and they only know SHIB. You know, they're very behind. They don't know what DEX tools is. They don't know how to use Uniswap. They don't know anything. And I've been telling you guys too that like the way kind of that our cycle works, it's us. We're here first, right? The nerds, the people that just kind of stick around. We're just in the space. We're talking in our crypto spaces and stuff like that. And then slowly you start seeing Bitcoin start pumping. It gets in the media a little bit. And then now that it's in the media a little bit, you know, then you're going to start seeing the regulation come in. You're going to start seeing, oh, this country's making it illegal, but this country's adopting it, and there's adoption over here from these big institutions, and things are looking great. But then you got, you know, the Fed is saying this, and then, you know, India's banning it, and China this, and it's every season, right? And then what happens, right? Once Bitcoin starts getting kind of where it is right now, which I was saying, watch this. I bet you this is going to be what's next, is we're going to start seeing a lot of celebrities that are promoting projects that, again, these guys are going to be telling you guys that they have been in the crypto space for so long and they're crypto professionals. And this is by the time when your uncle is telling you that he's been telling you about crypto and, you know, trying to play the reverse card on you. You know, like, I mean, I'm telling you, man, I've seen it all. I've seen it all. These people come into the market, they don't know how to check a contract, but they swear just based off of their ego that they know everything about cryptocurrency, and it's extremely dangerous. And so that's why I always tell you guys, like, especially when celebrities and stuff are talking about projects, be careful because they don't know anything. They're really a danger to this space because I just showed you guys why. Like, do you think that Soldier Boy knows how to do what I just did, bro? When we just picked apart that contract and found those things going on with the audits and putting two and two together to see like, okay, this is an automated audit and this is reading this way and this is reading that way. Like, do you think that guy did that before he shared that? No, he didn't do that before he shared that, bro. So again, do your own research, even on the things that I talk about, guys. Dot my T's, cross my T's, dot my I's. Sometimes maybe I could have overlooked things. And that's why I always say that what I talk about in my channel is not financial advice. I just try to teach you guys to the best of my ability how to read charts, how to read contracts, because again, super important, guys. It's super duper important. But I do think that a lot of the celebrities will get in, and that will be who gets retail in. I was saying that to say that's who I think will get retail into the market is the celebrities. Once they're like, oh, you know who's talking about Bitcoin now? Elon Musk or Soldier Boy, you know, and then then everybody's going to be like, man, Elon Musk talking about it. It must be good, you know? Whereas like then you have like all the nerds and this is again comes back to what I was saying about the blue chips and why I love meme coins and why I play in this meme coin market so much because the retail investor doesn't understand blue chip projects, right? Like I was this nerd too. I talked to you guys about how I love Chainlink so much. I always tell you that love Chainlink, even brought up in this video talking about Chainlink, you know, but do I think that retail understands Chainlink? Do I think that they're ready for layer one and layer two and oracles and all these different things? Do I think they understand the different DeFi ecosystems and gas fees or anything? No, they don't understand anything. They don't know anything. So they're very much new. They don't even know how to. They had to call you to figure out how to set up their Coinbase account. Like, come on, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Somebody said that they made their friend made 1.9 mil off of SHIB, but never made any of that kind of money holding that amount. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that guy made a lot of money off of SHIB because he was very early in SHIB. But even this is another thing too. Like people that were really pushing SHIB hard. Some people, man, they were still making videos talking about how amazing SHIB was way up here when the market cap was just at like $40 billion. And to me, like, why are that comes back to like people not having good trade ethic. That's what retail does. They buy the top and then they sell at the bottom. They don't do the opposite, right? Like that's why I've been telling you guys, like when the market was looking so ugly and everybody was like, "Oh man, I'm just gonna sell everything," and I was saying like, this is like looking actually like the zone of accumulation actually, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, I don't know." But again, guys, that comes from being in the market for like freaking 10 years and being through enough of these cycles to know like when things are feeling super bearish. And again, that's why I use that fear greed index. I showed you guys that. I showed you how I read that thing, right? I'll even show you again how I was reading it and following it and knowing, feeling like it, why I was feeling like it was the bottom. For those of you guys who are just tapping in, or maybe you haven't seen me talk about this a bajillion times, the fact that we were creating this wedge on our fear greed index, the fact that this that we had going on right now looks eerily similar to exactly this time last year, right before we had our big run up, right? So again, I think that if we can maintain this and break out, we can head up into some of these green zones and see kind of like what happened here when we found a new all-time high. We'll probably correct after we do find a new all-time high. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. And then Bitcoin will have another leg up. And then that maybe will be the top of our cycle. I don't know. I don't know how long this cycle will last. It kind of, is all very speculative. I've heard a lot of different predictions on this cycle. But at the end of the day, guys, they're just predictions. Nobody could predict this market. Nobody could predict the top. Maybe Bitcoin's already topped out, right? There's always a chance that that could have happened. But again, I go personally by probabilities and not possibilities. And I feel like that's what a lot of traders do. We believe that there's a saying in trading that the trend is your friend. So there's a lot of probability right now that this is a bullet that Bitcoin is looking bullish, right? Cup and handle is one bullish pattern playing out. We have this bull flag being another bullish pattern playing out. We also see us rounding out of this falling wedge on our 1 year chart. That's three probabilities that are leading me to believe that this is bullish. There's not many indicators that are leading me to think that we could possibly go down. Maybe if I'm looking like really short-term indicators, I might feel that kind of way. Like if I'm looking at the 7-day, thinking like, oh, as Bitcoin wonders if it could break out of this resistance, maybe this could be a rising wedge. But again, one bearish thought to three bullish thoughts. Again, it's about probability in my mind. And so there's so many things telling me again that Bitcoin is looking good, that this bull flag has broken out. And I don't even think that we're going to break back down, to be honest with you guys. And that's all I was saying. Like, even though we saw this fake out early in the week, which I do say all the time, I feel like fake outs happen early in the week. We watched it happen right here, right? We shot up and we watched a bunch of people get liquidated. I was saying I'm really watching to see if we can hold the 66K range as now support, because again, the good thing about breaking out of this resistance is that we could start using it sometimes as support, which is good. That's what we need to, again, continue creating this cup and handle pattern, right? We want to continue creating some new higher lows so that we can have this breakout that we need. And a lot of things indicating, again, that we're going to see a big parabolic run. I don't think that we've seen the move ultimately that we're going to see yet, because again, this is breaking out on this falling wedge. But this all-time chart is possibly the most insanely bullish chart that I've seen Bitcoin do ever. And I've been saying that for a very long time. And even the fact that I feel like this market cap is going to stretch so much. It's going to stretch so much. And that's why a lot of people were telling me, like, Crypto J, I don't understand how you could say that there's going to be a meme coin that's going to hit $20 billion this meme cycle. I definitely think that. I absolutely think that, because I think that our entire market space is going to grow drastically. I think a lot of coins are going to be growing to and creating highs that we are not used to seeing in cryptocurrency, because we're seeing new money come in. We're also seeing a lot of institutional wealth come in, stuff like that. So we want to be paying attention to those types of things. Also, I'm paying attention to like world markets and stuff like that. Of course, there's wars and stuff going on right now. Also, we have an election coming up in the next couple of weeks. So paying attention to that as well. All of the news and all the stuff that's going on with that as far as regulation and stuff. Those are things that, they tend to mess with our market a little bit. But again, how I feel this week is much different than how I felt in the past. I'm feeling really good about Bitcoin. As far as we've already found a bottom on this, it seems like there's a very high probability that we've already found a bottom on Bitcoin, and that we are creating this cup and handle pattern. Again, it's not financial advice. I'm not telling you to go out and buy anything based off of this video. I would actually, let me tell you the opposite. Don't buy anything that you've seen in this video, guys. Don't buy a single thing that you saw in this video. It's all risky business. So again, cryptocurrency, it's going to be volatile. Our entire market cap even is smaller than Apple. I don't know if you know that. Our entire market cap is smaller than some things that are traded on the stock exchange. So that's why I feel like, yeah, we're insanely early. You guys still don't understand how early you're on cryptocurrency. And I was saying that when Bitcoin was at 3,000, I said it when Bitcoin was at 20,000. I said it when Bitcoin was at every time. I'm always telling you guys this, and I'm still saying it at 70,000 Bitcoin, at 100,000 Bitcoin. I'm still going to be telling you guys that you have no idea. You have no idea how early you are in cryptocurrency in this space. And that's not to say that like Bitcoin is just going to be the be all. Like, who knows? Like at one point, people were thinking like, can Ethereum flip Bitcoin? Anything could happen, right? Anything could happen. I mean, I don't foresee that happen. I think that Ethereum should be more concerned about Solana flipping it than than Bitcoin have to be worried about Ethereum flipping it, just based off of the charts and just based off of also the market sentiment that we've been talking about on my channel. Again, 36% of people bullish on Ethereum, 64% of people not feeling good about it. Very concerning. Also, not looking so hot on this chart, on these charts. Again, don't want to pick apart Ethereum because I'm not fading Ethereum. I do like Ethereum. Fees on Ethereum are crazy though. I have been using Pulse Chain a lot. I know somebody again asked about Pulse, but that's one way that I work on keeping my fees down is by trading on through the Pulse Chain. Again, you got to do your own research on that too. I'm not telling you guys that that is the safest thing in the world. You have to do your own research. I like Pulse personally, but that's just my opinion on it, not financial advice or an endorsement for that platform. Tron coin is another coin that a lot of people feeling iffy about, right? I've always been iffy about Tron coin. It's a coin that um I got into very early. I got into Tron when it was at like 2 cents, and this thing was trading at like 2 cents for like ever, dude. This thing was like literally trading in this zone forever before it seen this big parabolic run up. Um, but I think I sold out of my Tron like 2017 because I just didn't like Justin Sun. I don't like Justin Sun. I felt like I was had a lot of my portfolio actually in Tron at one point, and the guy was just like insulting his own investors. And you know, we're investing in your project. We're also investing in you, and we have a belief in you. And when you're telling us that, you know, that you literally called it, I think he was like at some party and he called his coin a poo coin. And I'm just like, dude, why would you call your coin a poo coin? People are like thinking that this could be like the big China uh DeFi thing. You know, Justin Sun's like 30 under 30 in China. So like if you're in the 30 under 30, that means that you're got a success record. So I don't want to hear you say that you launched a project and you feel like it's crap. It doesn't make me feel good. So Justin Sun got a lot of crap about that. And I don't know, it's just an OG in the space. After that experience, I've just always been kind of a little weary of the Tron space, even though again they are picking up in popularity now, and a lot of people are kind of looking at this space. It's still very much even behind Dogecoin. It's still at like very small. So again, we'll see what can happen with a coin like Tron coming in at a $13 billion market cap. Can this thing flip some of these bigger coins? Also, a lot of people like XRP. Um, XRP is another coin that I was really early on too. It was one of the coins that there wasn't many options, boys. Back in my day, we didn't have many options. You didn't have 50 billion meme coins and coins being launched every day and all this stuff. You had a couple coins on Binance, and you know, that's it. That was it. And it was not Binance.us, it was Binance.com at the time. And I was picking up coins like XRP and XLM, and those were like the popular things, and Cardano was popping, and some people were bullish on Binance coin, but that thing was trading at like $1. I actually was trading under $1 even. I remember when it was trading under $1 back then. Um, and now look how much the space has grown, how much things have been listed on Binance. Totally crazy. Even I remember being a part of Lend, which is now Aave, and I got Lend at like $1.50, and I sold that thing for Tron. And now you look at Aave, again, I had this thing at $1.50, bro. And I think now Aave, yeah, Aave is coming in like crazy, 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 crazy market cap. Sorry, I'm tripping. Crazy market cap right now, as you guys could see, $2.6 billion Aave coin right now, and it's coming in at 150 or $157 Aave coin with a market cap of $2.3 billion. Totally crazy. But again, I was early on a lot of these things. And I think I staked. What happened was I staked some of my Tron coins on Binance, and I couldn't get them off because they switched over to Binance.us, and I missed like the time frame to move your coins from Binance.com to Binance US. And so it was like a whole headache to get it off. I did end up getting it off. By the time I got it off, it wasn't worth much money. It was like in the middle of a like a kind of a bad time to be selling your crypto. But again, I was young and dumb and new in the game at the time, and so I sold. I should just traded it for Bitcoin, but it'd be like that. I was also super early on Cardano. This was actually one of the projects that I was really early on in the second bull run because, again, I used that same strategy that I still use today of paying attention to when Bitcoin consolidates and when it decides that it wants to correct the coins that have volume. And so that's why I knew in the second bull run that Cardano would probably be a good pickup for me. And it ended up being a good pickup for me, as you guys could see back in 2020, 2021. It was a great coin to be buying before it hit its all-time high. Since then, I don't know if it's going to be able to do that again. And guys, I mean, what did that thing hit back in 2021? It hit over, it was like $92 billion. That's, bro, man, this bull cycle is gonna be bananas if some of these coins can make some new all-time highs like SHIB and Cardano and stuff like that, and even XRP. Like, I would like to see these coins make new all-time high. I want to see everybody win in the space, bro. I feel like everybody that's been in this space, we've all gone through this all this stuff together, right? All these regulations and stuff like that. I feel like you guys deserve to win. We've been taking risks out here, and I want to see you guys win. I do want to see you guys win. That's why, again, I try to provide as much value on my channel to help you guys win. But Cardano, again, was one of my coins that helped me really get into the meme market. So I was really heavy into blue chips. I got in when like things were looking really suspect. And there wasn't even I don't even think there was a Uniswap back when I was just getting started, or it was just getting created. I think I even remember when Uniswap just launched and stuff like that. So there wasn't much of a meme coin market. There was nobody on YouTube talking about meme coins when I was even talking about SHIB. And I didn't even hear about SHIB on Telegram, which is about kind of how everybody hears about stuff now. I heard about it on a forum. And so, again, there's just the ways that the communities has grown and the ways that everything has grown in cryptocurrency. It just leads me to believe that some of these things, maybe they could make new all-time highs. I mean, shoot, maybe Cardano could hit 100 billion market cap. That sounds so crazy. But again, I don't know. We'll see. It hasn't been performing very nicely ever since. You guys could see this rally. It hasn't been doing much. So maybe it's already topped out. I don't know. Time will tell. Same thing with something like XRP too. Like XRP just hasn't had the volume that it's had. And so that's why I'm not sitting all my money in something like XRP. Can XRP be really good for the future? Yeah, it could be really good for the future. But I'm looking for things that are going to make me money. Like right now, dude, like now's the time where you're going to see the big gains. And also, I'm not telling you go leverage all into meme coins. I'll actually tell you don't do that. I never did that ever. And again, I'm not telling you go be like me because again, I'm not a financial advisor or professional in anything, but I'll tell you that these coins are a lot less volatile than the meme coins. So if you're gonna go eat a bunch of money into something like a meme coin, then you're asking for it, bro. You're literally asking for it. That's like poking a bear, bro. It's just not a good idea. It could end up being not a big deal, but it could end up being pretty bad for you. So don't be over leveraged. Never over leverage, but don't have like the majority of your profile. I can't even tell you what to do with your portfolio. I would just say that the majority of my portfolio is not in meme coins. That's what I'll say. It's not in meme coins. Another coin that I was early into, because I was so bullish on DeFi, because I like things like Ethereum. Also, Ethereum was another coin that I was bullish on too, right? I thought Bitcoin was pumping when I got even on YouTube in that second bull leg, or in the last bull cycle. I was like, you know what are the projects that I really want to start building with? I took my money that I had made and just during my downtime, and I was investing at the time, and I was getting into things like Ethereum at $300. I got into like Polkadot super early at around $5. I was getting in around this price range that it's trading at right now is where I got into it at. But it was back in 2020, back in 2021 when it made its highs. This was one of the coins that really helped me build my portfolio. And even then, I was cashing out of some of these coins. And then I was just taking a little bit of that money and getting involved in that meme market. But I was still holding a lot of these larger cap coins. Of course, couldn't predict the future. Not everything panned out the way, and it never does. It's never going to pan out exactly the way. But again, sometimes history tends to repeat itself with some of these DeFi projects, especially. So, is Polkadot still a good hold? I don't know. There hasn't been a lot of stuff built on Polkadot, and it just seems like it doesn't have the volume that it's had. I haven't even looked at it during this cycle, but you could see it just hasn't done what it's done in the past, and the chart's just not looking that hot. So, even if you're super bullish on it, like I don't know, like there's a lot of people are super bullish on XRP, and they're always talking about how great XRP is, but XRP is at $31 billion market cap, and this thing has been moving like a dang stable coin, bro. Like I think freaking Tether has more price action than XRP. I don't understand like, but again, I mean XRP, they're betting on this thing as a long play. XRP's had a lot going on. I think even they just appealed the court case that the SEC like appealed their case that they just had. So they still got a big mess going on over there. But you see a lot of YouTubers talking every day. XRP is going to go to $50. Bro, it's at a $31 billion market cap and it's at 55 cents. How's it going to go to $50? What is that going to look like for the market cap? That's like, so that's what I'm saying, bro. Like some of these claims and some of the stuff that people are saying about these coins, like honestly, man, it's sickening and it's sad because they don't even know how to check a contract. They don't understand the concept of a market cap. They don't know anything, and it's to me, it's very frustrating because, again, I'm somebody that's been doing this for a long time, and I've watched the space grow, and I've even watched like some of the YouTubers that I used to watch. Like, bro, when I was on YouTube, even 2020, 2021, guys, you guys even know this that there was a lot better quality people that were on YouTube, bro. Like even some of these people they're not even around anymore and it's so sad because there's such a wealth of information and knowledge that's like legitimate and a lot of these people have walked away from the space because the space is so watered down by everybody that just wants to talk about whatever's trending on online or whatever like that, but they're making wild claims and wild things just so that they can get views, and I'm just not with that, bro. I just don't really like that. Those people are doing those kind of things, and I mean, to me, it's obvious when they do it. People are saying like XRP is going to go to $20, something like that. Dude, they have to like deflate so much of the supply for that to happen. It wouldn't even be funny, and that's not going to happen. So I don't know. Again, I'm not. I can't say anything, right? I can't give price predictions or anything like that. But I don't know. That to me, that's crazy. Look at Binance coin. This is another coin. I don't trade on this blockchain either anymore, just because they've had so many scams that were launched on the Binance Smart Chain. But it does seem like people still trade on this on Binance Smart Chain. So uh, again, Binance is not something that I would want to have in my bag. I don't feel great about Binance at all. This chain is a crap chain, in my opinion. There's way too many scams, way too many scammers. And the biggest project that was even ever launched on Binance was SafeMoon, and that was a scam. So that doesn't make me feel good about the chain, right? I like a lot more things like Ethereum. I like Solana. They're just kind of showing better, even though again, there's still scams on those chains too. I just feel like there's more scams on Binance Smart Chain. Some of these other DeFi things like Avalanche and stuff like that. Um, I don't know. Let's see if there's anything popping off with Avalanche, right? Or if these coins are just really not even picking up in volume at all, right? Things are not really moving on the Avalanche ecosystem, it seems like. And since that, it seems like Avalanche even is not moving very much either, right? Avalanche had a lot of price action earlier in the 2020, 2021. Again, last season. How high did this thing go? This thing shot all the way up to 28 billion. Wow. A lot of these coins, man, they were making some serious all-time highs in 2020, 2021. And honestly, guys, I predict the same. This market cap is about to grow for our entire cryptocurrency space. And a lot of coins, I feel like there's going to be coins that are going to be hitting $100 billion market cap again. and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll kind of see that. That's again speculation. I don't know, but maybe we could see that happen. Maybe we could see that happen. I even think that there's going to be a meme coin that could hit 20 billion. And I said that, and people were saying that that was crazy. But look at Dogecoin. Oh, look at Dogecoin coming in at 18 billion a day, already almost at 20 billion. And I'm not saying go out and buy Dogecoin because it's going to go tear up and go on a run. But even something like Dogecoin, man, like very nobody knows, right? Look how high Dogecoin even went at the peak of its rally. This thing was an absolute monster too, in the billions, 58 billion, like pretty crazy, pretty crazy. So, are we going to see that happen again with some of our meme coins that we've been watching over on Dex Tools? Maybe it could be Pepe coin, right? Maybe it could be Brett coin. Maybe it can be Dog with Hat. Some of these bigger coins that are growing on some of these different chains, right? Like that's why I always talk about these coins that are trending on CoinGecko, because I always tell you guys I'm looking for that next 10x, 100x, 1000x coin. And some people are like, no, but you're talking about after it pumped. I'm like, yeah, but you weren't here in 2021, 2022, so I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I do think that we're early in the entire space. I think crypto is so early. I think that we're so fortunate, boys, to be here together and able to do this at the time that we're doing this right now. 2024, I feel like is a great is going to be a great time to be saying that, you know, you're in the markets. It feels like, just like I was saying, I've been saying, this feels just like it felt back then. So I was talking about the fact that Dog of Hat could be one of these coins that could see some significant upside, because again, it's the biggest coin right now still on Solana. It is a dog coin. Maybe this could have some type of Shiba Inu type gains. Again, I'm not telling you to go out and buy it or anything like that. You still got to do your research on the coin, again, like all these things. But that's just kind of like how my thought process goes. Also, I look at coins like Bonk, because Bonk's been around for a really long time, and that's how I kind of knew that, or felt like Bonk would do well. You know, because again, this is not a new coin. This coin has been around. It's had some good price action. I feel like this bull cycle, again, if Bonk wasn't having good price action this bull cycle, then I wouldn't be paying attention to this. I would just be like, I don't know, maybe this coin's not going to come back, because again, 99% of these new coins don't come back, you know. But that's why, again, we pay attention to the where the volume goes. I would say, you guys, I pay attention to where the volume goes on these Bitcoin dips, because you know history tends to repeat itself. And so if I could be early and position myself right, like I've done many times on many coins, then I can maybe get lucky again. But again, that's based off of luck and not anything else other than that. It's just luck. So, of course, I can always be unlucky too. I have had days where, you know, some days I'll be trading and it happens as a trader. I mean, usually I'm anywhere from 70 to 80%. I like to say, you know, a good trader is anywhere from 70 to 80% on their trades. Because he understands the market. But there's some days, man, there I just feel like I can't win. Some days the markets are just manipulated, bro. Some days the markets are just made for you to lose. And there's fake outs. There's all kinds of stuff that happens in the market. I want to go over here, just give you guys some charts that you guys can use. Stock charts. So this is charts just for like all you guys that are new, that are just getting into trading. Stock patterns. Sorry. Stock patterns cheat sheet. Get you a little cheat sheet, bro. If you're new in the game, if you're new to trading, if you've never done this, if you're just trying to learn how to do this, this is what I did when I got started. I go over here, I go on Google, I pull out a little cheat sheet. These are still patterns that I use, guys. A lot of these patterns we talk about all the time, you know. Print this out, put it on your desk, and just, you don't have to even invest money when you start. Just watch, pay attention, monitor the market. A good trader, I feel like, monitors the market all the time. You should be always up on news. You should be always up on what's going on in the markets, even in the world markets and stuff like that. You kind of got to live like an old man, dude. And the older I get, I'm realizing this now. I'm like, dude, I'm kind of like an old man. I sit up and watch the news sometimes, and then sometimes I'm like watching the market, and then late at night I'm like playing like blackjack on Facebook and stuff. It's like, you know, I'm kind of like an old man. But again, old men know know something that sometimes we don't know. So I do think that it is important to know how to know these charts and stuff like that. And it's really easy. You don't have to go pay $3,000 for a course in order to learn how to trade. You can get a free cheat sheet off of Google like your boy Crypto J did, and you could teach yourself just like I did using these patterns right here. And just find ones that you like. I mean, I like the line chart ones. To me, they're easier to read than some of these other charts and stuff like that. Oops, I don't know how we got into that, but they're easier. Oh, because we click on the Amazon ad. But they're easier to read than sometimes the something like this. But just get used to whatever you like. You know, sometimes I do trade with candle charts. Usually the times when I'm trading on a candle chart though is when things are looking super volatile. Like if I really want to like be watching Bitcoin's on some key support and I'm like, oh man, we're gonna break down. Then I will go over here and I'll pull up I'll pull this thing up with like this line chart right here. Just so I could really see kind of what's going on more um closely. So those are things that I do. Each one of these candlesticks is going to represent a time interval, whatever time interval you select. So right now, each candle represents a 1 day. That's why when we say, oh, we need to close this daily candle above this number in order for us to be looking good. Again, this is what we're talking about. These are candlesticks, right? So this 7 day candle, same thing. It represents 7 days. So this is kind of where we're at with that. Our 1 month candles also, you know, showing pretty good with Bitcoin, right? So, but usually when I'm using a candle chart, it's usually on a much smaller time interval. I'm usually using a candle chart on like a 30-minute chart or something like that. It's usually when I'm in a very volatile trade, or if I'm like scalping or something like that, then I'll be trading on that with the candlesticks. But overall, if I'm just looking long term, I like to look at these, just the line chart. To me, this makes sense. I do use some indicators too. I mean, I could make a whole video on indicators, and I feel like we're adding so much value into this video. I don't want to overdo it. I do want to keep it just about certain things. I don't know. What do you guys want though? I want to know um, what you guys want to see more of and what you guys are trying to work on. Do you guys need more help like with the contract stuff, or do you feel like you want to get more confident as a trader with understanding how to read the chart kind of thing, or like, you know, just curious about that. Like kind of what you guys need help with. But some indicators that I like to use that make it easy for me, I feel like, and that are just very noob friendly. I like to use the RSI. So RSI tells us when we're overbought and oversold historically. That's good information, right? You can kind of see every time we trended in this zone, kind of what happened in this middle zone, what happened with the price, and you could kind of make a guess based off of that. That's again just one indicator. I also like to use these Keltner channels right here. Again, I feel like this is very telling. It tells me when we're on some key support. Like right now, you could see in this 1 hour chart, it looks like Mitchie's starting to break down off of some key support. 30-minute chart also looking like we're touching on this top level. So it seems like I would say based off of this Keltner channel chart that a lot of people are playing off of this, where it's very speculative right now. So I could even pull up again this candle chart and see, you see, like people are playing on this chart. I could see because it keeps touching this top level of this Keltner channel. And so people maybe looking at my RSI could kind of gauge to see kind of what's going to happen based off of times where we've done something similar on the RSI. You know, it's all things that you can use. Again, indicators are just that. They're just indicators. They're just things to help you better read this human psychology that's gone on with the chart. But it's not to say that, you know, these things are the be all end all. You could see also on the 4 hours looking pretty good. 4 hours looking like it's breaking out, but we are seeing a little bit of sell action, right? We're starting to retrace off of that. So we're still sitting at the top of the Keltner channel here too. And indicate that Michi Coin is still rounding out its pattern, and that is still looking pretty good. Again, creating new higher lows, not looking like anything too concerned about, not looking like it's going to see a massive spill off, right? I would expect it to see a massive spill off if we start really trending underneath this top Keltner channel. Then we could maybe see a retest of some of these zones, and that's how you could know. Maybe we'll see a retest of this zone, right? I'll be like, oh, maybe we might see a retest of this zone because maybe you might want to touch that bottom Keltner channel again. You know, I don't know what indicators you guys use. There's a ton of different indicators that you can use. Not saying that these indicators that I use are the be all end all. I also use different indicators when I'm trading binary options and stuff like that. Um, another website shoot that you can even use is Pocket Option. So I like Pocket Option just because this is options trading. Um, but I like Pocket Option because one, you could see how things go in real time. You could click on this demo right here, and you could just click whatever. You don't even need an account. I don't even think you need an account for this. So you could see, yeah, we have a little demo account. We're trading real time right now. We're trading American Express, and this is what a binary options chart looks like. Some of you guys have never seen nothing like this. You're like, what the heck is that? Yeah, this is binary options, but in my opinion, binary options is even something that you can use this to get better at reading charts, to take out your little cheat sheet. Like I said, bro, this is what I did. This is going to be the difference maker, bro. You have to take L's anyway to make money. So this is what you call like a paper wallet in the stock world. They call it a paper wallet, is when you're just trading with fake money. You can see we have a demo account over here with $50,000. Go on here and mess with it, bro. You could set some buy options. So the way a binary option works is we're betting on a time interval, right? We're either betting on a buy or a sell. And so we could say like, maybe this is breaking out of a bull flag right here. We'll place a buy option right here. And now we need this to close above this line, because we bet that in the next 1 minute that we're going to close above this line. So we could kind of see how this plays out. Now, I really just kind of took this blindly because I really, like I told you guys in all my stuff, that we should be really looking more macro first before we're looking micro. And we're really like zoomed in on this chart right here. As you can see, we're looking at the 4 minute, but if we were looking at the 7-day, maybe I might not have taken this trade. I always tell you guys though, I like to look macro. So you can zoom out just by kind of going over here and doing that. You could also trade into different pairs too. This is American Express, but you could see Pocket Option. They trade a lot of different stuff, including cryptocurrency, including regular currencies. This is the Forex market right here. This is commodities, stocks. Like I said, guys, if you could read one chart, you could read them all. So that's why it's good to build that skill set, because again, you could take that out of crypto. You could go bring it into stocks. You can go bring it in to all these different things, and you can make a lot of money. And you can make a lot of money with binary options too, because you could see how much the payout is on some of these things. If you're right? If I'm right on this trade, the payout is plus 92%. So if I bet $10, I'm gonna make $19.02. If I bet $10 too, like, and it closes under that line though, then I lose my money. It's like kind of like an all or nothing situation. So binary options is super, super risky, and this is for very skilled traders. And even then, like, this is not something that, skilled traders, they don't sit up and do binary options all day long. They take a couple trades. They take a couple trades when they feel like they're sure, and then they back away. And that's something that I feel like would be dangerous for a lot of you guys. And that's why, again, I haven't talked about binary options on my channel, because I feel like a lot of the people that watch this channel, they're just not there yet as far as understanding that, and that the need to be able to walk away, because it's super important, especially with binary options. It's a little bit different. The indicators are even a little bit different too. I like to use this alligator indicator on. I also like to use other indicators too. This is not the alligator indicator though. But I like to use different indicators on here. I'm actually not seeing the alligator on here, but usually it's on here. But yeah, you can mess around on this thing, play with the paper wallet. Like I said, this is good practice, bro. This is definitely something that you should maybe dedicate a couple hours to. This is how you could figure out if you're getting better, right? You could see all your closed trades in here. So you can see, look, we took that trade and we are actually right. We would have made some money if we were using a real wallet, right? Even though, again, I just really just clicked buy, even though I didn't look at the chart or do any kind of TA on it. I just clicked it, which is dangerous. But you could see all your closed trades on here. So you could kind of see, okay, I'm about 20% right. Maybe I need to practice a little bit more. And then the next day you come in, and maybe the next day you're shooting around 40%, or, a month from then, maybe you're pretty consistently like hitting 70, 80%. That, in my opinion, is when you're ready. That's when you're ready. And some of you guys are not at that level to be swing trading like that, but you still try to swing trade. And just don't try to shortcut, bro. Try to build the skill. I think that this is a great way to practice. This is a good way to get your reps in. And what better way to lose money than using fake money, like using these fake money accounts. You can see, so this one was bad, right? So it came back with $0 profit, bet $10, made zero, came out with $0, bet $10, came out with +9. So kind of mess with this. You can look at different commodities and stuff too, and kind of monitor how these markets are moving as well. And again, you could even be trading forex in here. Different commodities on here do have different payouts too, but you're not funding a real wallet, so it doesn't matter. I've never I have funded a real wallet on Pocket Option in the past, but it's been a really long time since I've traded options with a live wallet. I'm a lot of times when I trade options, I'm just trading on paper wallet sometimes, just because. And again, I haven't needed to do that because I've been doing trading for a long time, but that is just something that I was doing again when I was getting started. So you could see like this chart is looking like a nice cup and handle on the 6 hour. So maybe it's gonna be continuing bullish. Maybe looks like it's breaking out of this bull flag. Maybe if you would have caught this bull flag, you could have gotten in early on it. Is it going to continue up? I don't know. You could trade again on different time intervals too. With this, you could even trade on the second chart. So check this out. This is how crazy. This is how crazy. If you want to really lose your money fast, look at this. We're trading on a 5-second interval right here. Look, we'll set a buy order. This thing's going to close in 5 seconds, bro. It's either going to be above in the next 5 seconds. It's either going to be above. Okay, we won that trade. That's how fast binary options move. That's why I said some of y'all are not ready for this, because you could really liquidate your whole account insanely fast if you don't know what you're doing, especially if you don't know how to set up your trades and stuff like that. We trade on 1 minute chart, 2 minute chart, however you want to trade. You're basically saying, I believe in the next 1 minute that we're going to be above this line right here. This is what you call a call option, right? This is a call option. We're trading binary options as a call option. This is what you call a put option. A put would be a sell. So this is a little bit different terminology. I guess you could use that terminology with crypto, but you just hear it more in the option trading world. There's a lot of different option trading strategies and stuff like that too. But you could use the crypto strategies and a lot of the indicators to also trade on this pocket option thing. And again, it's a free resource. I always try to refer you guys to free stuff. There's a free resource. You don't need to create an account on here. You don't need to do anything like that. You saw how easy we were able to do this. So, but yeah, this is definitely something that I think will help you out and help you become better on the trading side of it. Is just by trading binary options. And again, this is not anything that anybody else talks about in cryptocurrency about, hey, you can really practice trading binary options, because again, you could see the charts moving in real time. And it's just better to see these things happening in real time when you're using a chart next to you. It makes you feel more confident. And if you could trade binary options confidently, then I believe that you will be an excellent trader with crypto, as long as you know how to, again, check wallets and do all the important things like audits and stuff like that are involved in crypto. Because again, crypto and options are not the same, but the charts have similar indicators and they kind of are used the same. So you can apply certain things in binary options. But again, it's not to say that just because you do crypto that you can get into binary options and come in here and make a killing. And just the opposite, right? We see these stock guys come into crypto all the time, and they get in scam projects, this and that they heard about, and they don't know how to check contracts and audits and stuff. So they end up getting screwed up. So again, guys, this is just things that I use when I was teaching myself, because again, I did kind of have to teach myself, dude. I feel like I got every learning disability under the sun. But one thing about me is I'm willing to put in the hard work. I'm willing to outwork everybody. Like, I know that a lot of times it's going to take me a longer time to learn things. Like, dude, I'm not the fastest learner. You guys think I'm the fastest learner. You guys don't see the frustration that goes behind it. That's why I'm able to relate to you guys. I'm able to understand where you're coming from when you're struggling with things. And I try to break it down so easy that a fifth grader can understand it, because that's what I need when I learn things. So I try to make it as easy as possible. I try to ask as many questions as possible, and I try to be as patient as possible, because that's what I had to do for myself, guys. I had to ask questions. I had to be patient, and you guys should do the same. You guys should be asking questions, but also be patient with yourself. I know that it's an exciting time when things are running and you feeling the FOMO and stuff like that, but understand, guys, that a good trader regulates his emotions. So he doesn't I don't get the FOMO stuff. I don't get the FOMO stuff when things are at a new all-time high. If you're feeling FOMO and things are at an all-time high, it's because you gotta like practice a little bit, because you shouldn't be feeling so much FOMO when things are at all-time high. Because in my opinion, again, not financial advice, guys, but when the market is greedy, that's the time to be fearful. When the market is fearful, that's the time to be greedy. What does that mean? It means when things are at an all-time high, it's maybe a time to be like planning on what's a correction happening pretty soon, right? And then when the market is at what could be all-time low, right? How we talked about a lot of indicators being like, hey, we're looking kind of like we might have found a bottom here. That might be a time where you want to be buying and accumulating. We talk about that zone of accumulation, right? That's really when you should be FOMOing, but nobody's really FOMOing when Bitcoin's down 40%, right? It's not really, you don't feel the FOMO then, right? Then it's a different kind of, it's a different gut feeling that you have when you enter that trade, right? Even the skilled traders, right? Even myself, right? When I'm monitoring stuff and wondering, oh man, are we going to go down another leg on support, or or is everything working good? That's when you really have to like put in the all the skills that you have and use all them long-term indicators. And that's why, again, when Bitcoin was doing the consolidation that it was having, when I was seeing, okay, this is a legitimate correction, I need to see how far down it's going to go. That's when I was pulling up things like the stock to flow chart. And that's why you guys see a lot of skilled traders. Sometimes you'll see them on Twitter and stuff too, sharing stock to flow charts and stuff like that, because again, it's not their first bull rally. They kind of know how this thing goes, and they're not feeling that FOMO at the top. They're looking for good zones of accumulation. That's why, again, they're looking at that stock to flow chart. And that's a chart that we use on this channel all the time. And our stock to flow chart for cryptocurrency right now is looking really good. That's another thing that, again, that we had talked about. So those are all things that I take into consideration. Those are things that you should take into consideration. And understand, guys, that you have to be in charge of your emotions. It's an emotional thing. Trading is emotional, bro. It's emotion based. So, but you have to regulate it. You cannot be emotional. Otherwise, you're going to sell every time price is volatile. You're going to be FOMOing in and buying bad positions. Like, the way that a skilled trader thinks, it's not the way that a retail trader thinks. And some of you guys are still have a little bit of the retail mentality, and you don't have the trader mentality. But again, I had to lose money to learn what I learned, and to be like, you know what, let me start actually using paper money. Let me get over on something like this where I could take like as many trade. Dude, you could sit on this for 2 hours a day if you wanted to. If you wanted to be like, you know what, like, think about that, bro. Think about how much better you would be next week if you just practice on a paper wallet like this and doing binary options, how much better you would get at looking at these charts, how much better you would get as far as knowing like how good you are at reading this kind of stuff. And this is, again, if you're considering swing trading, this is just about buying and selling. A lot of people just buy crypto and hold it. I understand that too. You might not find any value in something like this. You might just, like I said, buy Bitcoin when it's cheap and then sell it, or yeah, be selling it when it's up there and then accumulating again. That's another. There's all different kinds of strategies, bro. But this is more geared towards like scalping and stuff like that. Like, if people that are, because I get people asking me all the time, oh, make stuff about leverage trading and this and that. And I mean, dude, man, playing with leverages can really get people wrecked, and that's why I really don't like talking about leverage trading. But if you do want to build up your skills and become a good leverage trader, I do think that using a paper wallet for even binary options is a good way to grow your skill set. And again, nobody's talking about that in crypto, guys, but this is really a tool that can help you. It helped me. Again, you could find those cheat sheets for the stocks and stuff like that right on Google. They're all free. You don't need to pay some guy like $5,000 to learn how to read these charts. Honestly, any guy that's trying to sell you on learning how to trade, just run the other way, bro. There's nothing new about trading. We all use the same patterns. I mean, we're not all using the same indicators, but generally the majority of skilled traders are looking for certain patterns to break out. Even the bots and algorithms are looking for these patterns. So again, there's no new pattern that this guy is going to teach you that's not already been taught. It's like somebody telling you like, oh, I'm going to give me $5,000. I'm going to teach you the ABCs. Like, bro, you can learn the ABCs. Like, you could go figure it out, bro. Like, you don't need somebody to charge you that much money to do that. That's why I always say, like, reading a chart is kind of like reading a book. Once you know how to read it, you're good. Kind of like what it is. But again, you're not going to be right 100% of the time. Nobody's right 100% of the time. Not even the best of the best are right 100% of the time. So, again, you want to be somewhere between 70 to 80%. I think personally, that's where I was trying to find myself before I started getting into swing trading and scalping and stuff like that. I tried to make sure I was around 70 to 80% of the time correct before I would even think about doing anything like leverage or anything like that. So I just said that to say, because I know that's a popular thing that gets asked to me and stuff like that about leverage trading, especially now that Bitcoin's looking good. A lot of people even thinking that they want to be long on Bitcoin, but look what just happened to those boys, guys. We just talked about the fact that fake outs happen early in the week, and again, how do I know that fake outs happen early in the week, guys? Because I trade binary options, and because I I do this stuff. I know how markets move because of this, because I built this skill set. So again, we just saw this volatility, this fake out right here of these guys getting liquidated. That's why I said, oh, this fake out, when we talk about this fake out, they were liquidating longs. And then sometimes we see the same thing happen too. Like we're in this dangerous zone and everybody thinks that we're going to keep dropping down. And it was really to liquidate the shorts. It was really to get those guys out of the market. These whales are not your friends, boys. They are not your friends. I tell you guys that all the time. These institutions are not your friends. All we got so excited, right? All these institutions. Oh, this so and so is getting involved in cryptocurrency and this person's getting involved in cryptocurrency. Well, guys, because our market cap is so small, they can really have some price impact. So, again, that's why I tell you guys, be careful with the option trading and stuff like that. I'm not telling you guys that trading leverage is horrible. There's some people that all they do is swing trade. They do amazing. It is a lot easier to swing trade in a market like this too. So I do expect a lot of those guys to be bragging about their winnings and stuff like that for their leverage trades and stuff like that. I do plan on seeing that, but every year, guys, over and over, I see it all the time. I watch somebody get liquidated for $5 million leverage trading on Binance in my Telegram, and that guy didn't post anything for like 5-6 days. And I was literally like messaging that guy, like, hey, I was talking to people like, hey, did anybody check on so and so? Is he okay? Because that guy lost a lot of money, and I don't know if he could afford to do that. And so again, guys, I've seen so many mistakes. I've made so many mistakes. You don't have to make those mistakes. You can, sharpen your sword. Go out there and sharpen your sword. Get the practice that you need. Go out, do the research. But you don't have to pay for it, guys. Whoever's telling you that you have to pay for this stuff, you don't have to pay for it. I don't charge for it. So you guys could follow me if you're looking for somebody that's not going to charge you to help you out with some of this stuff. But ultimately, guys, it's not financial advice. It's not trading strategies or anything like that. It's just entertainment, and it's just things that I look at and things that I use when I am trading these things. It's not always that I'm right either. Like I told you guys before, I do have my days where it just seems like I got to put it down. I've had days when I was option trading where the market's insanely volatile, and I'm just like, okay, I got to walk away because it's a good trader knows when to walk away also. But that's when you're swing trading. When you're a swing trader, you got to know when to walk away. It's, we're not taking a million trades just because we have a 70 to 80% chance that we're going to be right. We feel like, based off of our history of what we've done in the past, that doesn't mean that we're going to go out and take 500 trades in a day. It means like maybe we'll take like 2-3 trades in a day, or 2-3 trades even in a week could make you significant money if you're, betting big or something like that. But again, it depends on the setup. The chart has to be looking right for me. I mean, not every day and for binary options is the best day to be trading too, because again, certain days are more volatile than other days, market times and stuff like that. So, and two, you got to consider that you're trading into a lot of different commodities when you're trading on binary options. As we saw, you could trade you could trade currencies, you could trade cryptocurrencies, you could trade commodities like oil, silver, gold, natural gas, everything, literally, stock market too. You could be trading Apple, Boeing, McDonald's, everything's Tesla, all these things you could trade. So you have to keep in mind too how those markets move. Different markets are going to move different. So there's a lot that goes into binary options, just like there's a lot that goes into crypto. But again, you could use some of this stuff. Look, we just saw this cup and handle play out, right? We talk about the cup and handle all the time. Look, cup right here, handle, upside. I talk about this. Look how much upside it's having, right? We talk about how the cup and handle pattern has a usually has a big parabolic move after. We just watched it happen right here, guys. What's happening with Bitcoin on this all-time chart right here, bro? You see this giant cup and handle that's playing out very slowly on this all-time chart. And that's why I said it's so important to be zoomed out when we look at these charts first. We zoom out and then we go more micro. At least I do. I zoom out and then I go more micro. Because if I was just looking at this one-day chart, I'll be thinking, oh man, maybe it's going to go down. Like, look, it's kind of going like down, right? Even the 1 week chart, like, oh man, rising wedge. I don't know. But again, if you zoom out, you can see kind of what's going on. We might see a little bit of volatility right now, but overall, look what's happening. Look what's happening, right? Look what's happening on the all-time chart. Same thing, cup and handle. And that's the same thing that just played out in this options chart. And then look, it also created a shoulder, head, shoulder, right? We see our shoulder, head, shoulder pattern, shoulder, head, shoulder, drop down. This thing created some bear flags. We see a bear flag, right? That Nike check we talk about, that don't do it right here. We created this flagpole with this flag. It's an inverted bull flag, and it was an indicator that of a trend reversal. As you can see, that's what happened. So maybe you might want to bet on a put here, right? It's looking like it could be trending down. So look, and then we possibly could have some support here. Maybe. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're heading down. Look, you could see how the market's kind of moving. But again, these options charts move so fast, especially on these small intervals. But yeah, this is all looking bearish, all bearish here. Oh, okay, we found some support here. Nope, I hit that too. Boom. See? But okay, now maybe it's rounding out. You could just kind of mess around on here and just try your best to get better at reading the chart. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder. Bam, look at that sell-off. Bam. You see? A lot of people bet on that right there. Look, bear flag. A lot of people are going to bet on this right here. Yep. See? This is how you get better, because when you see it in real time and you're looking at the charts, it forces you. That's why I say binary options is so good, because it forces you to think fast. You can't you got to think fast when it comes to this stuff. So it gets you used to thinking fast. So when you start seeing these charts with like cryptocurrency, that's why people are like, how come you don't pull up the indicators, Crypto J? Bro, because I already kind of I don't need to, bro. Unless it's like something happening on like the 30-minute chart, or like something we're on some key resistance, then I'm pulling up indicators, then I'm on that candle chart. But overall, bro, I'm usually just looking at line charts, and I'm looking at overall stuff, because Bitcoin moves slow, bro. It moves slow on this all time. It moves slow on the yearly. Um, it moves slow. So again, I'm used to things moving fast, and if you can get used to things moving fast, then when you get into market where things move slow, you'll be a little more confident. You'll have a little bit more patience and stuff like that, because again, you've seen how it plays out in real time, how fast things could play out, right? So this could be a possible recovery, right? Oh, look, could be a possible double bottom. Maybe I just took a bad play. Oh, maybe not. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder, bearish. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Can I win this? Oh, 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 nice. Yeah, see, mess around on here, bro. It's a paper wallet. Then you don't have to feel bad when you lose. You don't have to feel bad. You could, be patient with yourself. It's not real money. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder, bam. You see? That's why I was telling you guys. This is why I'm concerned about Ethereum. You should just watch that shoulder, head, shoulder, and how it plays out. Usually, right? What's forming on Ethereum? Now you see why people are concerned for Ethereum? You see why 36% of people are thinking that it's bullish, and then 64% of people thinking that it's bearish, is because look, bro, look at this all-time chart right here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. It broke down and then created a bear flag. And then look, we're still not breaking up yet. So people are concerned about Ethereum, because you could see that shoulder, head, shoulder, again, sign of a trend reversal. It's a sign that we could see some significant sell-off. Right now here, we could be creating some kind of a wedge, but look, it already broke down. It's bearish. I think it's bearish. See? And that's why I say you want to spend your time, bro. Spend time on here. Follow people that actually trade, but follow people also that actually do cryptocurrency, because again, just like you guys saw how important it is that we know how to check that contract and check that other stuff. That's why I say, honestly, bro, I don't know anybody that's better than me in this space. That's on YouTube, at least, that really knows kind of both ends of it, because sometimes you'll get a guy that's really good on the blockchain side of it, but then he's not good on the trade side of it. He doesn't have the win record. Or sometimes it'll be the opposite, right? It'll be the guy who came over from stocks or other things, and he got into cryptocurrency, but he doesn't really understand how to check a contract. He don't really understand how to monitor those wallets and know, which ones are bought. He's never traded on DEX tools. That's what I'm seeing a lot on YouTube nowadays. And that's why, honestly, guys, I don't even really watch anybody. And I love that you guys watch me, but I want you guys to be confident enough to go out there and do this stuff. And that's why I'm telling you guys to practice, bro. Get out there and practice, so that you can feel confident when you look at these charts, and go out there and go review a bunch of contracts. Go every time you see these coins that are trending and on top on DEX tools, you should be making a mental note of it, because again, history tends to repeat itself. People are looking for the things that pump again. So go out and go do your research on these coins. Go monitor these transactions. What's going on? Who are the top holders? Is it a coin that maybe I want to be paying attention to? Because maybe, again, it could pick up in volume again if Bitcoin wants to. Because, again, it's looking like overall Bitcoin is wanting to pick up in volume. So, again, that's why a lot of people are saying there's going to be a meme cycle. Now, maybe for some people that it wasn't clicking with, maybe it's starting to make a little bit of sense now why a lot of people are saying the things that they're saying, why so many people are feeling good about Bitcoin. 79% of people feeling good about Bitcoin, while 31% of people think that we're going to go down. I don't really understand why 31% of people thinking that we're going to go down right now. In my opinion, they are, I don't know. I don't know. Anything could happen, right? We could reject, but more things are showing up in this case. So in my opinion, that's why a lot of these people are bullish on it. Again, we go by probabilities in trading. We don't go by possibilities. Normally, I feel like a good trader at least would go by probabilities because that's what we use indicators for, right? We look for prior trends, things that have happened in the past. Again, past results are not an indicator of future results, but history tends to rhyme when it comes to trading. So that's just kind of how I take it. But don't think just because Bitcoin has made a new all-time high that it's a given that it's going to do it. Cryptocurrency is always highly volatile, guys. That's why, again, I always tell you guys, not financial advice, not telling you what to buy. Do your own research, do what feels comfortable for you, but make it a decision that you made based off of having some knowledge in the space and knowing how to check a contract, knowing how to find a good entry point. Like some of you guys pick up horrible entry points, or you wonder, like, is it too late on this play? Like, why are you even asking me if it's too late? You should already know if it's too late. One, you should already be paying attention to the trade and kind of the volume that's going through it. And you should uh, also kind of know what's going on with the coin just in general. So you shouldn't have to ask that. You should know how to read these charts yourself. And if you don't, then again, what do I think would be better for you to sit and watch 15 hours of YouTubers that don't know anything and don't know how to do anything? Or do I think that it would be better for you to sit on pocket option and take some L's yourself so that you can make some skills for yourself so that you don't need to rely on the YouTuber that you've been watching for so long that doesn't know anything, right? It's going to be better for you. That's why I tell you guys, go out and do your research. I'm encouraging you guys to put in the work. Do what is difficult. It is, don't just rely on somebody else to do your work for you. That is lazy and it's dangerous in cryptocurrency. It's absolutely dangerous. I don't recommend it at all. Everything that you hear about in crypto, you guys should go out and do your research on. And how you do your research, ultimately, guys, that's up to you. I showed you how I do my research, but even we showed that, like the fact that these audits sometimes they're coming back pretty scandalous. So this shoulder head shoulder playing out. Let's see if we can make a break on this shoulder head shoulder, or if this is double bottom. Ooh, it rejected. Playing with my emotions, boy. Get that money. See? Look at that. Now I'm playing on a 5-second interval also, but even if I would have took this trade even on maybe a 1 minute interval because I do think that this would probably break down off of this. So you can see it's kind of what's happening. Shoulder, head, shoulder, breaking down, bear flag, breaking down. You see? That's how people are reading this, but you get used to reading it fast because you have to. You have to read it fast with binary options. That's why I'm able to pull up a chart and in seconds I can already tell you with cryptocurrency because I already do that. Literally already do that. I was just trading on like a 5-second chart just now. So I do think that that is something that you guys can add to your arsenal that, again, nobody talks about in cryptocurrency. Use a paper wallet. Go mess around with some binary options. Use a paper wallet. It's going to make you a better trader. It's like shooting free throws, right? Where are you going to be better? Are you going to be better at shooting a free throw when you're in the game? Would you rather shoot 1,000 free throws before the game, or would you rather shoot one free throw when the everything's dependent on you hitting that shot? Like that's the difference. Like go out and shoot the 1,000 free throws, bro. You're going to feel more confident about shooting that shot. And then, when you do shoot that shot, make sure that it's a calculated risk. Don't be over leveraged. Don't be doing the rookie stuff. That's rookie stuff, bro. That's very much rookie stuff to be over leveraging into trades and stuff like that. And people that tell me, like, some people show me that some of the coins that they're holding, I'm like, oh my God, dude, you're crazy. You're a crazy person. And I'm not surprised when these people's bags look crazy at the end of the bull cycle because, again, they don't understand a market cap. Market cap is really important to understand in cryptocurrency. We'll tell you how volatile your coin could be. But it's also important that we know who's holding the coins. So it's also important to know the contract, the top holders, how much they hold, how many bots are in the trade. There's so much to learn in cryptocurrency, guys, and that's why I try to do my best every day to give you guys this type of information. Again, if you guys appreciated this live stream today, let me know in the comment section. All that stuff helps my channel. It helps other people learn. It helps also push me up in the algorithm and push these other clowns out of the algorithm. These guys need to get out of the algorithm, honestly, guys, because we need to make cryptocurrency great again. I've seen so many amazing traders, so many people that actually have something to offer to this space that have walked away out of frustration due to the influx of all these new faces and new people that are just really saying some wild, crazy things that are just very dangerous. So again, guys, all the support, I appreciate it. I'm going to keep giving you guys these live streams. Let me know also in the comment section if you made it to the end of this live stream. A lot of you guys are still here sticking around. So let me know again if you made it to the end of this live stream. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.